Да, что-то стрим не задался с самого начала. Чё-то стрим не задался с самого начала. Дубль 2.
God, I don't remember anything that happened. This must be the same drug. I promised I would never go back in
Здравствуйте,
time like this
Рейка.
again. But this is the only way.
Так если бы этого было мало, Рейка, у нас опять начались проблемы со связью. Так что ничего не работает. Это уже опять стрим разрывается, я не знаю почему. Я даже доп. Скорость подключил к интернету, но что-то я не понимаю, что в чем дело.
This angle highlights your purity, see? The slightly unconscious model is often the most open and honest. No vanity or posing, just pure expression.
Спасибо, Гречка, за сердечки.
Look at that perfect face. Hold that stare there! Stay still!
Здравствуй, Ес.
Oh, Max! You fucked up my shot! But please don't worry. We have all the time in the world. For now, I knew you were special the second I saw your first selfie. Yes, I still hate that word. But I love the purity of your own image. Not like Rachel, who was always looking in the wrong places. Poor Rachel. Wait. Let me try this angle. Don't move! Much better. Thanks, Max. If only Nathan could see this setup. He tried so hard. But you can't just throw a few subjects around and expect a cohesive style or theme. But he had an eye for shadows, and an eye for a whole lot more, as his elite family will find out, along with Arcadia Bay. Nice. Good. Oh, those eyes.
Упс, этого не должно быть.
It's just too
Здравствуйте,
bad you're so
115.
goddamn nosy, Max. But this room is under 24/7 surveillance, so all I had to do was text you from Nathan's phone. And you fell right into my hands. You really should have focused on schoolwork, not private detecting with your little friend.
Chloe.
Chloe. Right. Yeah, I'm sorry that that Nathan killed her in self-defense. But she had a troubled history like most Arcadia Bay dropouts. Nobody will be surprised. Or care. Though I promise, people will care when you die tonight, Max. I wasn't lying when I said you have a gift. Okay. Now this looks good. Maybe a few more close-ups. Max, please do not move so much. I need you posed and framed my way. Maybe a new dose will calm you down.
No.
Now don't move or this will hurt much.
Как мне нравится это в играх и в кино. Один укол в шею, неважно куда, и все сразу, лекарство сразу действует. Да, конечно, конечно.
In fact, you never did hear much in my class. If you had, you might have seen all this coming.
Нет, я бы не сказал, что у него все нормально с головой. Вообще нет.
I've had my eye on you, and I've noticed that you've been more fearless this week than maybe your whole life.
No.
Remember my #1 rule. Always take the shot.
Какая опять сложная двухзначная фраза. Всегда делай укол или всегда делай снимок. Что в данном контексте звучит немножечко смешно. Потому что он сделал и то, и то. Влияли на ход времени, потому что испоганили фотку. И все пошло немножечко по-другому. Эффект бабочки, здравствуй.
Oh, Jesus. I can't believe that happened. So sick.
Как говорится, пока не пойман, не вор, как говорится. То есть вы можете быть бесконечным психом, но пока вас не поймают, фактически вы не псих, пока вас не поймали и не осудили за что-то такое. Здравствуйте, булочка. Здравствуйте, Дина. Ну да, это клише фильмов, вообще всех причем.
Whoa. I'm definitely more awake in this photo. I could try this one. No. That picture isn't going to help. And I can't go through all that again. Wait. Jefferson couldn't handle stains on his photos. Good. Now I can use them. Okay. I broke those files when I kicked the trolley. This might work. Please work.
Wise, yet so innocent.
Эх.
I'm getting some spectacular images here, Max. Yes, Victoria would kill to be in your place, but she doesn't understand our connection. You're the winner, Max. I choose you.
Пипец, как
Your
темно.
portrait.
Fuck you.
You're trying too hard. I know you're scared. You all have the same doe-eyed look when you wake up here. Replaced
Что-то
by
задержка
fear as you
очень
realize
большая.
what's about to happen.
Mr. Jefferson, why are you doing this?
Oh, Max. I'm so glad you asked that question. Simply put, I'm obsessed with the idea of capturing that moment innocence evolves into corruption. That shift from black to white to gray.
Гребаный рассинхрон, я не понимаю,
Most models
почему.
are cynical. They lose that naivete. However, some Blackwell students carry their hope and optimism with them like an aura. And those lucky few become my models. My subjects.
Yes, you're a psychopath. And this is your last session.
Au contraire, Max. I'm so sane that nobody knows what's happening to you right now. And don't get me started on your late partner. I had enough of those faux punk sluts in my Seattle days.
You killed Chloe. You murdered my best friend.
She had a loaded weapon. This was clearly self-defense, but that's what happens when you play with guns. Or try to fuck with me. It's better when they don't know. Like pure, sweet Kate.
Blah, blah, blah. God, I hate your voice now.
You might as well
Здравствуйте, Ксюша.
savor it, considering it's the last you'll hear. Oh,
Ну, по факту успели, почему? Это самое начало.
that struck a nerve. Your face changed color. Beautiful.
You will not get away with this. I want you to know that.
When you told the principal that I made Kate cry, I thought you almost had me. It's good our esteemed Principal Wells is like most administrators. A closet drunk. I do know that the Prescotts are going to have a major scandal when the town finds out what their elite son has been doing for homework.
He's as sick as you.
Don't judge people, Max. But that's why Nathan never should have been at Blackwell.
You didn't care about him.
You're wrong again. He was genuinely talented, and his father is a serious asshole, as you might know.
I know.
I became a sort of father figure for Nathan. It happens often in teacher-student relationships. It was kind of touching for a while.
Did you tell him everything about your plans at Blackwell?
Don't be stupid, Max. I told him what he needed to hear. In return,
Нет, конечно, эту игру не переозвучивали, как любую Life is Strange. Ее никогда не переозвучивали официально. Благо, это грех.
Could I get all these hip new drugs for my subjects?
Rachel Amber was your victim, not your subject.
Rachel Amber. That's the real tragedy. Nathan thought he could be an artist like me. Instead, the dumbass gave her an overdose.
Chloe and Rachel. You killed both of them.
They're fucking together in heaven right now. Is that what you want to hear?
Why? Why?
Why? Why? Start listening to me, you dumb
Ну да,
cunt.
есть неофициальное, но по мне это грех.
I'm sorry, Max.
Есть такие игры, которые, ну, прям, ну, нельзя переозвучивать. Ну, то есть можно, конечно, но оригинал не сравнится.
But no tears,
Of
Los
course.
Angeles would have killed her anyway, so look at this as a favor.
You're evil.
Oh, I see. You and your friends almost beat Nathan to death. See, we're not so different.
Yes, we are. I cared more about
Здравствуйте,
Nathan than you
Луи.
did.
No, you didn't. It's just too bad that he fell in lust with Rachel. He actually thought he could mimic what I do with the camera and subject, like father, but not like son.
Where is Nathan now?
Dead and buried. After what he did to Rachel, I knew I couldn't keep him as a protege for much longer. Now the police will never find his body.
Ну все,
Do you
Нейтан,
finally
все, до
get it now,
свидания.
Max? I can't compromise my vision with amateurs.
You are an amateur.
Минус Нейтан.
Look at the trail of death you left behind. You can't blame all this on Nathan. I don't care what you do to me. You're gonna die, motherfucker. For Chloe and Rachel and everybody else.
I do love your spirit, Max, but you brought yourself here. By your own choice. Anyway, I like my models to be seen and not heard. So I have to make sure left behind of you. See how these shots came out. I can see why your instant camera is so appealing. You don't need a computer to print your work out.
Alone with a heart, a battered old heart.
I have all those photos in my diary. This could be a way out. Wait! Please, Mr. Jefferson.
Max, I would love to talk shop,
Да,
but I
последнюю
really
пятницу было
need to
звено,
go
да,
over
да,
these
да.
pictures, especially while they're fresh in my mind. I think our session was a career high for me.
Could you show me the photos?
That's the first time one of my models down here has asked me that. Of course you would. But I love that the last thing you'll ever see is yourself through my camera eye. Too perfect.
Wait! You still have my diary.
Don't worry. Nobody's going to read it. Thanks for reminding me.
Олеся, сейчас вам скину ссылочку.
There's nothing more innocent than a teenager's
Как вы
diary.
могли пропустить? Там же все же есть в
Look at your
видеозаписи.
selfies.
Либо я так хреново организовал
What a waste of
видеозаписи.
talent. Look at
Сейчас,
that shot,
секундочку.
Max. You can do so much better.
Вот ссылочка. Ну, либо так, либо я хреново организовал пространство.
Battered old heart, a heart.
I could frame any one of you in a dark corner and capture you in a moment of desperation. Shh. I believe Max has taken what you kids call a selfie.
Селфи.
A dumb
I'm
word
back.
for a wonderful photographic
Right
tradition.
back where I started this insane week. And nobody
Of
is
course,
going to
as
hurt
you all
Chloe
know,
ever
the photo
again.
portrait has been popular since the early 1800s. Your generation was not the first to use images for selfie expression. Sorry, I couldn't resist. The point remains that the portraiture has always been a vital aspect of art and photography for as long as it's been around. Now, Max, since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation, can you please tell us the name of the process that gave birth to the first self-portraits?
Who cares? This class is hella bullshit.
I'll pretend you didn't say that and let you try to answer one more.
Ваш класс говно.
Sorry, there's no time left. I mean, your class is almost over.
Oh. Well, thanks for the warning, Max.
Здравствуйте, Вера. Еще
So,
раз.
the Daguerrean process made portraiture quite popular, mainly because it gave the subjects clear defined features. You can learn more when you finish reading the assigned chapters. Clearly, Max doesn't have the time. And guys, don't forget the deadline to submit a photo in the Everyday Heroes
Time to change time.
Время изменить время.
First, let's make it real easy to capture Mark Jefferson.
Melissa, get it
Не за
together.
что, Олеся,
Taylor,
обращайтесь.
don't hide. I'm still waiting for your entry too. And yes, Max, I see you pretending not to see me.
Bastard. I have to warn David about Jefferson and the dark room. I hope I still love photography when this is done. I've got a ton of Blackwell brochures, so I hope David's number is in there.
So hard on the shop, and I'm sure you know what it's like.
Вера, да-да-да.
All I need is David's number, and Jefferson is one text closer to life without parole. Did you know someday your pictures would actually alter time and space? I hope I still love photography when this is done. Don't confuse. I should be able to track down David's number from the school pamphlet. Found you. For once, David, I'm praying you'll overreact to this as much as everything else. And take Jefferson down fast.
Коротко и по делу, как она быстро это накатала.
You wanted
Lol.
me to enter the contest, asshole. So maybe I'll be going to San Francisco. And Jefferson. The past within the past.
Прошлое внутри прошлого.
Am I
Это
pushing myself too hard?
Парадоксы на уровне Лоста и Лоста опять-таки.
It
Это
doesn't
отсылка
matter.
к Лосту, конечно же.
Oh, Victoria. We could have been friends.
Нет.
This fancy camera does not give you any extra talent, Victoria. Or excuses. You will not hurt Kate Marsh this time. Oh, Rachel. I'm sorry. I'm sad for Kate, but so happy she's alive.
Да, я
This
тоже
is the
люблю Лост.
last time somebody
Прям
bullies you,
очень-очень.
Kate.
И это тоже отсылка с постоянными вращениями времени, кровотечение после этого. Да.
Hi, Kate.
Oh, hey, Max.
Kate, listen to me.
I am.
Always remember that you're not alone. I've got your back no matter what happens.
Чё, опять
do a
стрим
lot
лагает?
of other people.
Опять?
We all care. We're all here for you. You need to know that.
Max, that makes me feel so blessed for the first time this week. I don't know what to say.
That's okay. Neither do I.
Главное, запомни, не падай с крыши и
We could both
сожги
use a hug.
Библию. Вот и все. Извините. Сейчас меня за это распнут, но я должен был сказать.
Thanks. You always know the right thing to do.
Это повлияет? Нет, не повлияет, окей.
Mr. Jefferson, we need to talk.
Can you see I'm talking to Mr. Jefferson now?
I can see you're kissing ass again. Nothing new.
What did you just say?
Hold on, Victoria. Are you okay, Max?
Not until Victoria knows that hiding behind a screen and posting videos of people is totally fucked up. You know how easy it is to hurt somebody? To destroy their life? Are you proud of yourself? If you have any feelings left, you should think about your actions.
Блин, если бы я мог так легко вернуться в какой-нибудь промежуток времени и сделать все правильно, конечно, я был бы таким напористым, как Макс. Естественно. Когда ты можешь вращать время налево и направо, блин. Ну да. Легко сделать так.
Of course you did. You're so insecure, you can't even be happy with your own talent. You have to try and bring everybody down to your mean and ugly level.
Okay, I do not have to listen to this bullshit. Do I, Mr. Jefferson?
Well, it looks like you already did, Victoria.
Then I guess I'm done talking.
I sure hope so.
Мяу. Кто там сказал мяу?
I'm not going to say I didn't enjoy that, but why?
Here's my photograph for the
Jefferson, мне
Everyday
нравится.
Heroes contest.
Oh, that
That
was
was
easy.
easy.
No. It wasn't easy at all.
Well, I can't prejudge yet, but I'm very happy you decided to enter. That means a lot to me.
Мяу.
And Blackwell. The first step for anyone is
Здрасте,
just to
доктор
put
Лиса.
themselves out there in the world without fear,
Это новый способ приветствия, что ли, такой?
to be innocent.
Or guilty.
Well, thanks for the photo, and maybe both of us will be jet-setting to San Francisco this Friday.
Or maybe only one of us will be going.
Don't be so modest, Max. Anything can happen in a week.
As you're going to find out, Mr. Jefferson.
Вот как она ровно рассчитывает, когда закончится этот промежуток, когда ей может вмешиваться во время. Как она это делает? Или это все сценарий? Ну тут мы ничего не меняли. А вместо того, чтобы сидеть в кафе, он выдвинулся туда, в этот дом Прескоттов, поймали всех. Его, вернее. Кейт осталась жива. Джефферсона арестовали. Кейт не спрыгивала. Рэйчел нашли. Труп, вернее. То есть все, что было раньше, не имеет смысла. И да, Макс выиграла конкурс. И едет в Лос-Анджелес. То есть все, что мы до этого делали, все это не имеет значения теперь. Перечеркнуто одним жирным вот так жестом. Ку-ку. Ку-ку.
Whoa!
Ну да, Джефферсон и Нейтан не мертв.
Okay. You're okay, Max.
Ну все, вот мы и заканчиваем.
safe.
Все хорошо кончилось,
plane.
все отличненько. Мы молодцы, все, всем пока. Да ладно, вы
I
что,
hope I did
серьезно
everything
поверили?
right this time.
Не бывает хэппи-эндов в Life is Strange.
Good work, David. Chloe,
Расходимся.
you're alive.
О, holy shit. Что она там пишет?
I did it.
Она пишет святое дерьмо,
Fixed
чувак.
everything.
Я все исправил.
Wowzer.
Ваузер. Фигасишки. Не знаю, как еще фирменно перевести Ваузер. Типа фигасюшки.
Be careful. I'm still between realities. And I can't focus on this one for too long.
How the hell am I supposed to figure that out?
Опять знакомые голоса. Кто это? Кто там? Никого.
It's so weird to be in between realities.
Pakviet
Everything
Airlines.
is out of focus and
И
in the
так неожиданно
distance.
сейчас самолет рухнет на остров. Хых. Вот было бы круто. Ну да, ну да, пошли мы начер. Начнер. Хых.
We're almost in San Francisco. I'm so stressed, but I'm so excited too.
О, holy shit, ну ты крутая, Макс. Я так горжусь своей суперзвездочкой. Это же начало твоей карьеры.
Aw, I haven't seen Hot Dog Man
О,
in forever.
хот-дог.
Chloe and I used to
Aw.
totally play the video game and watch him all the time. When we
Вы
were
смотрите
innocent.
рекламу вятского кваса?
Please shut up your phone.
Please shut up your phone, sir.
Please fasten
Beep.
your seat and stow any electronic gear until the plane is on the ground and at the gate.
Ну вы
Thanks.
знаете, этот миф, да, что на самом деле не имеет значения, пользуетесь ли вы телефоном или не пользуетесь, потому что он никак не влияет на коммуникацию внутри самолета. Это недопустимо, чтобы ваши телефоны влияли. Поэтому выключение телефонов, у него немножко другая цель,
Think so.
но не та, которую вы
I'm hoping
думаете.
These airline seats get smaller, so I won't have to fly at all
I have to admit, I love being called an artist.
anymore.
How did you sleep?
Hope I wasn't snoring out loud, Max.
Just a bit.
It's been a tough week at Blackwell. So I hope you'll forgive me.
Нахер, нахер, как это так, не
Things
знаю,
have
блин.
been hectic, to say the least.
I totally get it, Principal Wells.
That's a smart way of telling me to stop whining. We are proud of you for representing Blackwell at the Everyday Heroes contest. I know I'm not exactly the guide you wanted in San Francisco, but we all
А
want
может
you
это
to
все
have a
сон
great
внутри сна,
experience
вдруг
here.
это...
I already
Да.
am, and we're not even there.
Начер. Ну пусть будет начер. Начес. Опять еда. Опять жрать. Ой, кровушка.
Christ. Another nosebleed? Max,
Ну все, мы умрем.
you're not just screwing
Но это же
around with
воспоминания,
time.
я же только что сказал. Это же сон внутри сна. Мы все изменили опять. Начало, да, похоже. Тем, что тут все запутано. Это как в фильме «Жизнь Адель». Не «Приключения», а «Жизнь Адель». Она тоже грезила. По-моему, то ли она, то ли ее подруга грезила фотовыставкой. Ты все изменил, ты все испортил.
San Francisco is so cool. And this gallery is huge.
So is the buffet. If an event skimps on the food, you know it's a bad event.
As long as I don't have to eat any caviar.
Фу,
This is your
икра.
day, Max.
Ненавижу
You can
икру.
do whatever you want. I hope you take advantage of your status and talk to as many influential people here as possible.
Рутес, все ради нас.
Work the room.
I don't know. I feel so weird.
Нет,
I'm a
простите, что
little
я
kid
вам
hanging with the adults.
испортил настроение. Все
After this
испортил.
week, you are certainly not a little
Я
kid.
просто очень люблю
In
актрису
fact,
Ли Сейду.
you're a noteworthy adult,
И она мне
being
очень
honored
понравилась в
by
этом
your
фильме.
peers.
Так что, извините.
Now you have to start acting like the photographer you want to be. Hell, I wanted to be in charge of a big school someday. So I started taking charge of things when I was young. Ask my poor classmates. Max, I'm gonna eat up that caviar so you don't have to. Better get in there and start schmoozing. You know, I won't always be here to take charge. But you come talk to me whenever you want.
Кто о чем, о директора о буфете?
Come on,
У кого
Max.
что болит, как говорит.
After everything that's happened, this should be the least scary thing you've ever done. Wowzer, Max. You did it. Somehow. I went from the dark room to this gallery. I've been through so many realities in one week.
Пиздим чужие фотоаппараты.
Life is weird.
Life is... Хотел сказать strange, потом weird. Нормально. Спиздили чужой фотоаппарат. Нормально. Йоу, женщина.
Aren't
Let's
you
talk.
from Blackwell Academy? I wanted to go there, but I didn't get in. They have such a cool program. I bet you're learning a lot.
И все. Вот, поговорили, спасибо. Лягушка, давайте вместе поноем. Еще по какой-нибудь концовке. Там в оригинале, по которому снят этот фильм, по-моему, там в оригинале концовке еще хуже все было. О, Слендер.
I like. Oh, but imagine how much time it takes to make one sculpture.
Я бы хрен кому дал свой телефон, чтобы фоткать на него. Если только по просьбе, и то очень осторожно. Есть такая привычка никому не давать свой фотоаппарат, если он
That one
дорогой.
is kind of silly.
Вот. Unlife is strange. Не жизнь, это странно. Хм.
I would love to have this on a shelf. Someday.
Девочка. Что вы думаете о первой картине? Я думаю, что это картина. Да ладно. Хот-дожик. Я свои выши вообще никому не даю, прям страшно. Вот, ну, я тоже не без этого. Это что, олень? Или проститутка
I
вверх
heard
ногами?
Mark Jefferson was supposed to be here tonight.
Ой, опять Джефферсона
That was
обсуждают.
so shocking. I have one of his monographs too.
В любой хорошей галерее есть буфет. Хх, он прав.
How do these galleries afford to rent here?
Откуда, да, деньги у
God.
людей?
I love art.
Боги, я люблю искусство. А искусства тебя нет.
I wonder if I can buy these everyday heroes pictures.
That is different. Loving the retro vibe.
Me too.
Forget the whole... О, девочки любят друг друга. Девочка, девочки. Здравствуйте, Ник.
How much would you pay for that?
Это же была Эшли Бёрч только что. Это же Хлоя. Ты не
Be cool,
Хлоя.
Max. Smile and don't say anything stupid.
Улыбайся и не говори какую-нибудь дичь. Это же я.
Hey, and there she is to save the day.
Hi.
Ник, дошлите вы всех нафиг. Но
You
телефон,
did
да,
it,
не
Max.
показывайте, да.
You're a real
Ooh.
artist. At least for today.
О, нет, бедная Лиза. Ой, фак. Это что, культурный шок?
Chloe! Hey, are you okay? We lost you there for a second.
Your nose.
I'm okay. Jet lag. High altitude. Oh, you left the ringer off, idiot. Oh, come on. Please answer.
Чуйка сработала. Пора домой, паук.
What? Oh no. Chloe, where are you?
I'm so fucking scared. I'm by the beach.
Chloe! Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Oh my god. The tornado was real. Oh, I didn't
Торнадо
fix
произошло,
shit.
да, мы ничего не изменили.
Chloe will die.
Один
Your
из
base
них
could be
не
destroyed.
может жить, пока жив другой.
There has to be a way to stop this. For good.
Короче, мы ни хера не изменили, все равно умрут.
I do not
Надо,
understand.
давай по новой,
I guess
Миша, все
everybody
хуйня.
is a photographer now.
Как говорится, извините за мат. Spanish Sahara, forget the horror. Splinters the heart of...
Excuse me,
Ой.
I'd love to ask you a few questions about your work.
Да подождите, подождите. Мне надо покорчить из себя идиота. Подождите. Играем в гляделки со стеной. Луи, вы правы, это чистый ляп. Ой, фак. Фак. My head. Скинхед. Ой, щит. Ой, что Silent Hill пошел? О, фак. Мы слишком долго возились со временем, пространством, и оно дает отпор.
I just have to make one simple change, so I won't end up in San Francisco.
Остаться в живых, туру-ту, туру-ту. Разорвать. Щелк.
Sorry, San Francisco. Chloe comes first.
Мяу. Прощай, кубок. Ой, в смысле, выставка. Это не точно. Я слышу звонок, ну, звуки звонка, что за говно? Вы знаете эту песню? Алфагер одобряет. Ой, нет, опять мы тут. Фак. Однозначно сказали. Одновременно.
I thought I fixed everything.
What did you say, Max?
What? Jefferson should be in jail, not here.
Jesus. It's like you're back in my class. You're still spacing out. It might be cool if you took one of your patented selfies now. The transformation between the old Max and the new Max. Anyway. Answer my question, please.
Съешь дерьмо и сдохни.
Eat shit and die.
Good answer. Good answer. Hey, your nose is bleeding. Probably gave you too big a dose. Sorry about that, Max. But considering you're about to die, a nosebleed is a first world problem. Your iris, that dilation like a shutter. The pictures you're taking of me now. Too bad you pissed away your gift. You could have won the contest, but you destroyed your own beautiful photograph. What a waste. Sorry, I burned all your stuff. I got a little carried away.
Fuck. He burned my diary.
Always.
That's why I'm still here.
Especially since you've developed from nerd to hero within a week. Weird going on with you. Whoa. Did you see how crazy it is outside? Like I said, something weird. There's that fear. Oh, Max, it's an honor working with you on these final sessions. I hope these images will be appreciated for what they truly capture. The loss of youth. At least, that's the last lecture you'll ever have to hear from me. And I promise you, no more nosebleeds.
Mr. Jefferson, please, don't do this. You don't know what's happening.
Shh. Quiet. Quiet, Max.
Please, don't do this.
Ох ж это скорбинка. Введенная внутри артерии или внутри
I
вены.
promise. This final dose won't hurt. What?
No, David, no!
Jesus. David Madsen. He's out cold. Good. I always
Здравствуйте,
hated that
Марьяна
fascist
Кэт.
fuck. Everybody at Blackwell did, right, Max? Okay. Let's try
До
this
свидания,
one
Олеся, спасибо,
last
что
time.
зашли. Ой, я не успел.
I could rewind all the way. I talked to Jefferson and helped set a trap.
Кетер, поиграйте с котиком.
But I
Пожалуйста.
promise you, no more nosebleeds.
Wait, hold on. Can I please ask you for one last request?
Oh, you got me, Max. How can I deny that face?
Ксюш, ну тем, кто смотрел стримы по Life is Strange 2, те знают, какой выбор я сделал. Ну, в общем, до этого осталось не очень далеко. Так, что там надо сделать?
Excuse me, but my throat is scratchy. Can I please have some water?
Of course. I don't want you to be uncomfortable.
Куманана, 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 кей-кей, куманана, 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 кей-кей-кей-кей. Играет с котом. А потом хлеб с котом. Опять еда. Или суп. Или суп, да. Здравствуйте, Рада. Вы не пропустили. Это даже не середина еще.
What?
What?
David, watch out!
Time to shut the fuck up, okay?
Нет, так не пойдет.
David, watch out!
How? How did you know that?
Да!
No gun, no balls.
Jefferson, it's over.
You are not going to stop me. Going to stop me.
He's hiding a gun over there!
Рано. Ой, слишком поздно.
What? Going to stop? You are not going to stop me. You are not going to stop me.
Jefferson,
He's hiding
it's
a gun
over.
over there!
It's
David,
over.
kick that table!
Yes, sir. It's over.
На, сука, получай, сука, получай.
Max, are you okay? Are you all right? Can you move?
Yes. Thank you, David. Thank you.
Отвечал на том стриме из города порока.
You brought me here. Let's wrap up this son of a bitch first.
Все способы убить Дэвида. Dumb ways to die. So many... Ой, so many dumb
You won't be
ways to
going
die.
anywhere when he wakes up. Except you are going to prison forever. Or worse.
Mr. Jefferson, now it's your turn to be captured in a moment. Save Chloe. He burned everything, including all of my photos. Warren! Yes! I can use that picture he took of us. Shit, no signal. Thanks, Mr. Jefferson, but you won't need this anymore.
Max.
Looking at that makes me want to vomit. Damn. Jefferson torched everything. Now the only photo I can get is the one Warren took.
Жизнь заставила.
Damn. Jefferson torched everything. Now the only photo I can get is the one Warren took. I want to burn all of you. I hate looking at me like that.
У кого-то еще какие-то сомнения по поводу здравомыслия и адекватности учителя? Серьезно? Что это за харна?
No more fucking guns.
Никаких гребаных пушек?
Every song you hear in jail will be torture.
Это
You'll
да.
never be free again. Frank isn't a bad person, but he can't be in denial about the drugs he provided.
Наркотики.
Oh, Chloe. I'm gonna save you. For the last time. There's no way I'm leaving your necklace here.
Рон-дон-дон.
The Prescotts had to know about this.
А где звук Рон-дон-дон?
Looks like Jefferson was planning a major security renovation.
Рейка, да я
Prescott
помню это
cash.
сообщение ваше, я помню. Я запомнил.
No one would have looked for Nathan's
Мне
body
тоже
with this.
Ростелеком предлагали установить камеру наблюдения. Я такой, что?
You won't be going, Jefferson, to any more shows.
I'm sorry you had to be here.
David? Are you okay?
Look at this place.
It feels like
It feels like hell.
Jefferson was going to kill me. You got here
Это
just
Фрэнк
in
ему
time.
подгонял, да.
I'm glad. I always suspected that son of a bitch.
Да, уже развязка. И здравствуйте. Там осталось пара сцен. Правда, больших, но пара сцен.
You kind of suspected everybody.
Yes, and this is what I get for wasting all those hours on the Prescotts. I set my sights too wide. Lack of focus.
I know the feeling.
Противный
Well,
Ростелеком.
You still had the right idea to tell the principal that Jefferson acted shady around Kate Marsh. And
Чтобы
Max,
сделать так, чтобы, не
I'll
знаю,
never
может
forgive
как-то
myself
можно,
for what
наверное.
happened to Kate. I feel like I helped push her off that roof.
Разочарование года это было, когда мне проспойлерили Мстители финал до просмотра. Вот это вот да, вот это было разочарование года.
Don't blame yourself. Nathan and Jefferson are the ones who put her up there.
I knew Nathan Prescott was a threat. I just waited too long to neutralize him.
Jefferson already did. They had some weird father-son thing going on. But Nathan killed Rachel, and Jefferson had to use him as a scapegoat.
That pervert was pulling all this shit right under my nose, too. I could have stopped him and Nathan if
Но
only
это братаска, Фиан, Нан.
I wasn't so stupid.
No, I should have told Principal Wells Nathan
Наверное,
had a
поэтому
gun.
мне фильм не понравился.
Almost used it.
Спойлеры зло.
Put the school in danger.
We all make decisions we regret. But I have to admit, I'm impressed by you. And Chloe. And your investigation. I had all the high-tech toys, well, you had each other.
We are a great team.
That's one of my problems. I'm not good at
Кубики
teamwork.
Тора?
Never was.
Кубики.
Even in the service.
I can't even imagine what you went through.
I'm not gonna make any excuses for my behavior. I tried to be a good soldier, but I wasn't so great. I
Я
tried to
посмотрел
be a
фильм,
good
кстати, не
father,
знаю, чего
too.
так это гнобят.
When
Хороший
Joyce
фильм.
kicked me out,
На один раз, но хороший.
I had nothing.
I'm so sorry about that. I didn't want that to happen.
I should never
На
have
одном
set up
стриме,
those
Маргарита, вам
surveillance
9 лет,
cams.
на другом вам за
Who
30.
kept all those files?
Вы уж
I'm
определитесь.
going to tell Joyce I was wrong about you. She does love you. It's pretty obvious.
I try not to use my service as an excuse, but it's hard to come home after war. Most people don't know or care what it's like. except Joyce.
Да нет, не меняет. Ну, то есть он
She
все.
gave me hope.
Это первый и последний фильм в его роли доктора Долиттла.
And you
Ну и
saved
хорошо, и
mine.
не надо больше. Достаточно.
Chloe, she...
И жизнь с
she
человеком
will
и
be
тоже больше
proud
не
of you.
будет. Ну и
I just
достаточно.
want to
Все,
see
стоп,
her
хватит.
safe with her mother.
Остановись, подумай.
I promised Joyce I would go see
Он
a
ушел,
family
всё.
counselor. I'll
Пусть
start
уйдет
by
на
apologizing
закате,
to
как
Chloe.
говорится. Каждый
I
день
don't
новый
expect
возраст,
her to
каждый
call
день
me
новая
dad.
личность.
Maybe
Степ-диш.
she'll stop calling me step-dish.
Говнотчим.
So, where is Chloe?
Где Хлоя? Она в могиле или она... Нет, я не скажу такое ему.
David,
Это нельзя так сказать.
She was pretty stressed out, so she went to go medicate before I ended up in here. So
И он...
she's okay.
О чем говорить? Он один из самых высокооплачиваемых лиц в Голливуде, который получает раз в 10-20 больше денег, чем самые популярные актеры. Конечно, ему не стоит волноваться. Да я бы на его месте, я бы до конца жизни ни о чем не парился бы.
Okay.
Извините
Oh,
за
thank
отступление.
For once I'm happy Chloe's a stoner.
David, I have to go outside and get some real air and use my phone.
Of course.
А мне понравилось, что Тора
Go on,
немножечко опустили,
You're a brave soldier.
потому что он слишком много о себе
I'm
думает.
glad Chloe has a best friend like you.
Еще тусит со Стражами Галактики, а я считаю, что их не надо трогать.
You see
Они
that?
должны быть изолированной командой. А Тор пошел в жопу. Хотя уже сказали, что Стражи появятся в четвертом Торе, так что окей. Надеюсь только
See what kind of photo
на
evidence
секунду.
you shit all
Они
over
такие
this
скажут: боже мой,
computer.
Тор,
Jefferson will end up in
твой
jail.
фильм говно, мы идем в свой, и до
But
свидания.
Chloe is dead.
Ну я шучу, конечно, но мне не очень нравится Тор. Торт. Ну то есть в первых двух фильмах он, ладно, еще пытался оставаться серьезным, но он, начиная с третьего фильма, такой дебил.
Holy shit.
Сплит ужасный фильм, я согласен, мне не нравится.
Yes.
И Билли Миллиган тоже, да, но у него-то 40 личностей было. А
Warren,
Бенджамин
can you
Баттман...
hear me?
Так что, про Бенджамина Баттмана тоже
Never
хорошее
mind.
сравнение.
Listen, do you have that photo you took last night in the parking lot?
Yeah. But why? It wasn't that great a shot.
Yes, it is, and I want it. Where are you?
I'm at the Two Whales Diner. Pretty much trapped in here with Joyce thanks to this Armageddon weather. I'm expecting the ocean to turn red.
I'm on my way.
Come on, that's crazy. We can barely walk on the sidewalk outside. Seriously, Max, stay wherever you are. I don't think the storm's getting smaller.
Ну, и что?
That's okay.
Вот именно.
Me too.
То есть
But
сегодня
it's
человеку
not
9
over
лет,
yet,
а
So
потом...
hold on.
А, то есть наоборот. Сегодня человеку 40 лет, завтра ему 9 лет. Или как? Да, именно так. Ну, то есть наоборот должно было быть. А так пример-то, в принципе, годный. Здравствуйте, Георгий. Еще раз. Дубль 3. If we could run away for the modern play.
I, Trust Limbo, have been warning you people for years that our culture of sin and entitlement would lead to God striking us down. And I'm the one trapped in this fucking radio station. Somebody get me the hell out of here now! Now, goddammit!
Привет, как дела? Как погода, Азаза? Мне нравятся ноги твои и глаза. Привет, как дела? Добавься в друзья.
Message received yesterday at 9 p.m.
Max, it's Nathan. I just wanted to say I'm sorry. I didn't want to hurt Kate or Rachel or I didn't want to hurt anybody. Everybody used me. Mr. Jefferson is coming for me now. All this shit will be over soon. Watch out, Max. He wants to hurt you next.
Да, получи она это сообщение, ну немножечко пораньше. Все, возможно, было бы по-другому. Рутес, ну да, будьте, ну, пожалуйста, осторожны с высказываниями. Очень пошло прозвучало. Без обид будет вам сказано. А его, по-моему, нельзя убить. Но мы не убили, в общем. В общем, я советую всем избегать таких формулировок, которые вот были чуть раньше. Можно. И спасибо, Даня, что вы сразу так отреагировали. А я не знал, что можно убить. Не сказать Дэвилу, что Хлоя метла... метла. Простите, я понял. Я этого не знал, ну спасибо. Ну все, я понял, спасибо. Да все, я понял, спасибо.
Hurry up.
Я не хочу умереть.
Hey, that guy's trapped. I have to help everybody. You okay?
Once I get the hell out of here. I've been hauling loads for way too long in this shithole town.
You better go now.
And I ain't never coming back here. You need a lift?
No thanks. I have to find a friend.
You go, girl. You go.
Так я никого не обвиняю в слоупоке. Это я, наверное, слоупок, если я не знал про это.
Death is everywhere. It's following me. One more picture. Evan, did you see that tornado? Get the hell out of here!
Max, there's no way I can pass up these images. Just look at it.
It's all over
You can't take a picture when you're dead. Now move your ass.
Okay, you insist. Whoa, Max! You do know things. You're such an idiot.
Only if you don't find a safe spot until this blows over, okay?
Now I better listen to the real everyday hero. Come with me.
I have to help somebody else first.
Алиса. По вашему запросу Алиса найден 25 785 совпадений. С Алисой тоже смешно. Если ей хоть один раз не помочь за всю игру, она умрет. Ну это бред, конечно. Ну да ладно.
Alyssa needs help again.
Here we go again.
Help me get down, Max! Alyssa, are you okay? Let me help you down.
Yes, please, Max. I don't want to die like this. Find something to get me down. Please, help me get down.
Рейка, я не хочу отбирать хлеб, потому что уже есть часовое видео на эту тему. И если я что-то подобное сделаю, все такие будут: ахаха, спиздил. Ну, как обычно, собственно. Вот. Ну вы мудрые вещи говорите, Рейка, по поводу торнадо. Вы молодец. Кэп, какой щит и меч. Да, ну, видимо, я что-то не так понял. Я один раз ей не помог, и она упала. Чего вы пишете 27-23? Я не понял.
You did it, Max. Are you okay? Now I am. We need to get out of here.
Alyssa,
we need to get out of here.
I have to help other people.
Watch out, Max.
Damn, that was close. Thank you, Alyssa.
Now we're even. Be careful out there.
Булочка, возможно, вы правы. Возраст, все. Ачивку не дадут, а запись в блокноте, да. Я просто откатил и сразу доску. Ну, блин, я тупой. Ну, как обычно. Впрочем, ничего нового. Кому еще тут можно помочь? Я Спайдермен сегодня. I'm Spider-Man. Ну. Oh shit.
I can't stand seeing these bodies.
Бездомная выжила. Маргарита, ну вы по третьему разу опять одно и то же спрашиваете. Мы уже вам отвечали. I'm Spider-Man. Бездомная выжила, мы ее предупредили. Вот из-за меня и из-за Спайдермена все кажется бессмысленным. Да.
If we can make it out of this, Chloe. Okay. I just need to switch on the electricity to activate the sprinkler. Don't fail me, Fusebox.
А я сказал настоящее имя.
He's dead. Electrocuted.
Настоящее имя — это такое имя, которым человек хочет, чтобы его называли. Я вам его озвучил. А как меня зовут в паспорте, это не имеет никакого значения. Все равно имя не броское. Так что подумаешь, зачем? Ой. I'm sorry. Спайдермен случайно убил Чебурека. Если меня позовут в слабое звено, вы в любом случае мое настоящее имя узнаете. Ну а что от этого изменится на самом деле? Не надо ставить лайк, если вам что-то не нравится. И ставьте лайки только если вам все нравится, окей? Мне 18, девочки, теперь было 30, потом 6. Ой, было 6, потом 30, теперь 18. У вас точно не антисоциальная... Ой, не... Теперь 14 лет. Это мем такой? Кот сожрал носок? Я бы капитан звал Дэдди. Ник, я не такой прям мускулистый и зрелый, чтобы быть папочкой. Но спасибо, мне приятно. Пусть Котя выплевывает, носком подавиться можно. Слышите меня? Вы что, не кормите кота? Сплит отстой. Можете кидать меня помидорами. Но есть более крутые фильмы про раздвоение личности. И то, что там играет Маковой, вообще ни о чем не говорит. Ой, щит. То есть актер хороший, я не спорю, но это не делает его каждый фильм шикарным. Того, что он там играет, вообще нет. Щетинка в истории, только ради щетинки меня называть папочкой, да вы что? В смысле? В смысле? Оу, щит! Вот что любовь животворящая с людьми делает. А, песком, точно. Где меня учили в армии противопожарной безопасности? А, меня не учили, я же был медиком. Азазас. Медиков не учат. Где лопата? Где Samsung Galaxy? Маргарите комплект Рейчер Хаббард. Акула, лучше не приближаться. Капитан... Какое? Где? А что я озвучил? Подождите. Вы что, накормите кота? А, вы про это? Ну, пожалуйста, всегда. Песок и бензин. Логика. До свидания, Георгий, удачи в школе.
Yes.
Сэс. Ой, чехол слетел. О, машинка. Неон.
I
Неон.
never thought I'd see the two wheels look like that.
Кошмар какой. Что еще делать во время конца света? Фоткаться, конечно. Рон-дон-дон.
Evacuation. Once again, this is not a test. This is not a test. An E6 tornado warning has been issued for Arcadia Bay and surrounding counties. The emergency broadcast system is now in effect.
Oh, Jesus, I am so glad to see you.
Да, лягушка, вы правы.
Are you okay?
Yes. What about you guys?
Two Whales is barely standing now. I don't know if it's gonna make it through this tornado. Oh, poor Officer Barry and all those people out there. Okay, get your ass inside. I have to get back to this.
Тащи свою жопу внутрь.
Lauren has been gathering all the first aid.
It's not much, Joyce, but it's all we have.
Вот, кстати, Рутес, да, вы правы. Смешно получилось.
How the hell did I ignore all those warnings, Max? The snow? The eclipse?
Эклипс — это же фильм «Сумерек».
I'm so stupid. Should have seen it coming.
So glad everybody is safe here. But I need that photo from Lauren to help Chloe.
Come on, Max. Let's talk over here and give Frank some rest and space.
Joyce, how are you doing?
Just when I think I've already been through the ringer.
Эклипс, да, такая и очень ядреная.
She's safe, Joyce. She just sent me a text before my phone died.
Oh, thank God. I was torturing myself before you showed up. Oh, God, if something happened to Chloe while I ended up stuck at this diner again.
I'm sorry about all this, Joyce.
Don't be, honey. It's not like you whipped up this tornado on your own.
I mean, I'm also sorry about everything with David.
You don't have control over any of that. David is an adult, and he has a lot more age and experience under his belt. Even if he doesn't always show it.
I'm sorry I caused so many problems with David and Chloe.
You did the right thing. David overstepped his bounds. I had a suspicion he was taking his private surveillance way too seriously. But he's sorry, and I wish he was here right now.
I just want our lives to be normal again.
With all the shit going on this week.
Что это было? А что вы написали?
And look at me.
Мне прям даже интересно. Блин.
Max.
Я тоже не увидел. Девочка. Это был пусть-дождь? А, ну тогда извините.
David saved my life from the storm. I saw how much he cares about Chloe.
Много опыта и возраста ниже пояса. А, ну понятно.
David needs you more than ever, and I can see why you love him.
I'm so happy David was there for you. He has a lot of weight on his back from the war, but he truly wants to help people. He even agreed to take a family counseling class.
I'm sure that was a hard thing for him to do. It shows how much he truly cares about you and Chloe.
Nothing would make me happier than for David and Chloe to make peace, not war. But I don't know what to do anymore. I just want this storm to blow over forever. Maybe it's time we leave Arcadia Bay.
Маргарита, я прошу вас не писать вызывающие сообщения, это уже не первое за 3 стрима. И иначе нам придется с вами расстаться. Уважайте, пожалуйста, всех и каждого, и не пишите настолько вызывающие сообщения. Это я вежливо предупреждаю. Пока что.
David's love gave me strength. He even told me I was his hero. And I can't give up.
Гречка типичный здоровый, адекватный человек. Хоть и сатана, хоть и ученик сатаны, но все равно. Сатанисты тоже люди. Я респект и уважение. От Андрея, от Николая Униженина. Мое уважение.
I hate to say I'm glad to see you, but I'm so glad to see you.
That's okay. The important thing is that you're safe. And I know you can take care of yourself after Nathan.
Should have done that a long time ago. But damn, Max. Can't believe you actually drove down here in the middle of a fucking E6 tornado.
А Фрэнк пусть лежит, отдыхает.
I know you didn't come for me.
Warren, I
Ну
came
вы же
for all
девочки,
of
у вас
you.
ниже пояса джинсы.
Just tell me you do
Вы же
have the
девочка.
photograph.
I just want...
Now shut up and
А у
listen.
пацанов штаны. Ну все логично. У кого-то трусы. Ну когда там дома, допустим, и так далее. Все правильно.
So I'm just going to tell you
Всегда
without
закреплено
any
место в аду.
explanation.
Пожалуйста, зарезервируйте место в аду.
Okay?
Или
I
ктулху.
always do. You should probably tell me quick.
I had a vision in Jefferson's class of a tornado destroying Arcadia.
Но учитывая, что ваше чистосердечное признание удалил модератор, который представляет власть, так скажем, значит, что-то в этом было не так. И это подтвердили другие пользователи. А что это мы обсуждаем ваш коммент? Надо следить за игрой. Пролик и носочка. Им Дарси, но судя по всему... Ой. Ну,
I have to go back in time. Jefferson already killed
губы Макс
Chloe.
не двигаются.
I can't let that happen.
Бак.
I have to do something, Warren.
Max, going back in time is what caused the storm.
Ну что, пишите, будем целовать или обнимем? Голосуем, девочка и мальчики.
How?
I'm not a real scientist.
Ник, значит, что вы большого размера. Большой размерчик. Нет, здравствуйте.
What happened with Jefferson? Did he hurt you?
Nathan accidentally killed Rachel Amber trying to impress Jefferson. Nathan just needed mental help. Now he's dead. And Jefferson is done.
Jesus, Max.
Лягушка, ваш теория мне нравится. Расскажу ей, здравствуйте, вы первый раз я вас вижу. Целовать, целовать, целовать. До свидания, Маргарита. Целуй, 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 целуй. Обнимай, целуй, 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 целуй. Короче, ну вы поняли.
Warren, I know this all sounds insane, but you're the only other person who I can count on now. I wish we had more time together. Do you believe me?
Max, of course I believe you. You're the most amazing person I've ever met. And I'm glad you trust me.
Always. I just wish I could trust my powers. I guess we'll never know if it's magic or science.
Even if it's from a wizard or a wormhole, you're part of something bigger. I don't believe in fate or destiny, but after this week...
Хлою, конечно, это же моя любовь по жизни. Конечно, я ее поцеловал.
I do know you're here for a reason. And I guess it's up to you to find out why.
Я, в принципе, и в жизни разделяю этот принцип, что у любимого человека не должно быть какого-то определенного пола. Главное, чтобы был любимый. Ну, это мое кредо такое, так что все возможно, чё бы нет. Life is целуй. Целуй. Сила рук — это причинять боль, когда к тебе кто-то прикасается. Ой, боже, ужасная сила. Ну что, добавим зрелищности?
Hey, be careful out there.
Да, жаль, нельзя.
For luck.
Вроде целуются здесь всего 2 раза за игру, но, боже, как это сильно сделано.
Just in case we don't get out of this, I wanted to say...
I know, Warren.
Of course you do.
Роук, это же вроде в Людях Икс. Анна Покойна ее играла. У нее суперспособность, она делает больно всем, кто к ней прикасается. Долго. Вроде так. Я не шарю в Людях Икс, но, по-моему, так. Сразу человечки подбежали, как делал Даша. Да, конечно. Людям подавай яой новеллы, поцелуйчики. Я знаю, что вам надо, люди, блин. Теперь знаю. И знаю, какой будет следующий стрим. 18 флюс, походу. И все, этого поцелуя не было. Мы вернулись обратно.
Chloe. Jesus, dude, what is up with you?
I'm just glad we're here together.
I guess you need to talk. No worries. It's all good.
I'm glad you're with me too. What's going on, Max? We have to find Nathan right now.
Рейка, я все еще жду от вас напоминания по поводу этой игры, хотя, наверное, я надеюсь, я запомню. Ксюша, вам не нравится? Расскажите, что вам нравится. Дина, спасибо за уточнение, спасибо. Так что тут за любовь в чате? Я не понимаю. Все друг друга любят, не бывает такого.
Mark Jefferson killed you and others.
Jefferson, the art teacher? That's bullshit. Nathan is the fucking serial killer. We saw the proof. Now, excuse me, I'm going to that party to make sure he never hurts anybody again. Are you coming?
Nathan is dead, and you're in danger.
That fucker is already dead? How do you know that?
Because I was there.
Will you please tell me exactly what happened? Please.
Chloe. Jefferson drugged and kidnapped me. I was tied up in his bunker.
Спасибо, Петр. Ой, спасибо, Рейка.
You have no idea what hell I went through to get back here. But I couldn't let you die. You brought me back here, and I can't lose you again. I won't.
Max,
Я все хочу сходить на Соника, все никак не могу. Мне очень понравился трейлер, хотя я не играл ни в одного Соника. Хотя вру, играл в одного. Но больше не играл. Так что хочется сходить. Гришка, спасибо вам за сердечко. Но нельзя любить чудовище. Стрим по Сонику я не уверен. Я боюсь, я буду там очень дико тупить. Я к тому же не шарю вообще.
Wait, alternate realities? What do you mean, Max? What did you do?
I fucked up, Chloe. I wanted to make things right, but everything.
А Sims, к сожалению, у меня ноут, наверное, не потянет.
What are you talking about?
I was able to go back in time to the last day William was alive. But you ended up in a car crash instead.
You saw my dad again?
You were completely paralyzed. And you were in pain. You were slowly dying, and you asked me to end your life. I did. For you. I didn't want you to suffer in any other timeline or reality. I couldn't bear the thought of you in any more.
Маленькая оговорочка, Луи. Одно дело тянуть игру на комп, чтобы играть, это без проблем, у меня все симсы потянут. Другое дело, чтобы стримить. Чтобы стримить, надо в 2 раза больше, в 2 раза мощнее железо, чем то, которое нужно для самой игры. Поверьте, я пробовал. Если у меня Just Cause даже не идет на стрим, то извините. Круши ямы, круши. Хав крушить.
I'm so sorry I had to ask you that.
It was worse for you. But I had no idea what would happen.
Посмотрим, ребятки, все в свое время.
I never want to hurt you.
Предложку пока не принимаем особо. Потому что план надо выполнить по стриму. А он не выполнен еще.
Nobody would. The important thing is that we're together again.
You're right. That's why you should come with me, so we can stay together and stay alive.
I hear you, Max, but do you think we should let Jefferson get away with torture and murder?
Of course not. If we tell David, he'll believe us and he can actually stop him. Right?
I don't get it. Why do you trust him after you totally reamed him the other day? He's not even at our house anymore.
Chloe, David saved me from Jefferson. If he didn't track down the darkroom, I'd be dead right now.
Max, I had no clue. I should have been the one to save you. But I'm so grateful David was there. So what's your plan?
We tell him everything, including that Victoria is in danger.
Okay. You've been through so much. I believe you, Max. After all, I'm still your faithful companion.
Yes, you are. So listen, in a few minutes, I won't know any of this happened. Nothing. We absolutely have to stay in your room and do nothing. Then we explain everything to David, and we finally let him do his job. You'll have to tell me exactly what I did and said just now. Just explain that I traveled through time using the photo.
Will you believe me?
I'll always believe you, Chloe.
Так, опять поменяли реальность. Откатили смерть. Рассказали все Дэвиду. Откатили драку. Джефферсона поймали. Откатили смерть от торнадо. Но торнадо мы, к сожалению, не остановили.
Oh, Chloe! I see that the real Max is back. So, how was your time trip, dude?
Shut up. Oh, you're alive. You're alive. Oh, both of us. I did so much to bring you back, Chloe. It worked. It actually worked. You're with me again.
Looks like even fate doesn't want us apart. And I traveled through multiple realities just to save my ungrateful ass over and over, and I hope it was worth it, but I don't blame you for wanting me out of your life after all my drama.
Come on. I'm the official drama king and queen of Arcadia Bay this week. Just look at what my powers have caused.
Загадка.
Nobody.
You're Max fucking
Нет, не во Вселенной осталась
Time
кошка, Блэкмор
Even if you weren't, you're kind and caring.
проведение замка Малой.
Nobody could have a better
Уже на этих выходных будет.
You didn't
Я
ask for
надеюсь.
any of this to
Здравствуй,
happen,
Вита.
but it did. You need to accept how awesome you are.
Maybe I willed it subconsciously or something. I always wanted my life to be special. An adventure. But not without you. And it didn't happen until I moved back here. So, without you, my powers wouldn't even exist.
And for whatever scientific, mystical reason that we'll obviously never figure out, we were meant to be together at this exact moment in history. I have to think that Rachel was somewhere behind the scenes, fighting for justice.
I'd like to think that too. We all owe Rachel Amber. Now tell me everything that happened. You remember, right?
Well, we left the party and made sure Jefferson couldn't find us. For once, I was glad I lived in an actual fortress. Then the storm got hella crazy, and you said we would be safe at the lighthouse.
Chloe, look. The storm is getting bigger now. It's coming closer. I can't even believe this is real. This is happening because of me.
Stop it. Stop beating yourself up, okay? We both paid our dues already on it.
Рутес, это очень долгая история, потом как-нибудь, возможно, расскажу.
Monster. Who knows? This could be Rachel's revenge. Our revenge. The lighthouse is out of the way of the tornado. Come on.
Chloe.
I've got your back, Max.
Опять blackout.
Whoa.
Ой.
Alfred Hitchcock famously called film little pieces of time.
I'm back in class. What the hell?
These pieces of time can frame us in our glory.
Кетер, да, хотел, но боюсь, я этого случая уже не дождусь. Так что придется самому стримить.
Now, can you give me an example of a photographer who
Okay,
perfectly
this is
captured
messed up.
Не люблю, да, но стримить все равно придется.
Anybody?
Тут есть один момент, который реально заставил меня выпрыгнуть из штанов.
Don't freak
Но
out.
пусть это будет спойлером. Ой.
Yet.
Images of hopeless faces. You feel like totally haunted by the eyes of those sad mothers and children.
She saw humanity as tortured, right?
What's going on?
And frankly, it's bullshit.
Nobody even cares?
Keep that to yourself. Seriously, though, I could frame any one of you in a dark corner and capture you in a moment of desperation.
Everybody's gone now. Have I totally fucked up time? This doesn't make sense. Oh, that's too creepy.
Ну что, добро пожаловать в нигде из Silent Hill'а.
That's awful. That's me? Are you kidding? I'm not going to take the bait. I'm not. Rachel didn't deserve any of this.
31 человек, это у меня что? Это у меня проблема со зрением или правда 31 человек на стриме? Надо глянуть. Я не верю, что 31. Нифига себе. Реально 31. 30. СМСки, давайте глянем. Оу, фак. Оу. Боже мой. Вот это шиза. Ну, биографии остались неизменными. Фоточки тоже. СМСки. Макс, мы увидели на камерах, как ты вызываешь у Хлои передоз. Тебе не сбежать. В какой бы реальности ты бы ни пряталась, не смей недооценивать меня. Слышишь меня? Ты поняла? Добрый вечер, юная Макс. Белки говорят со мной. А как ты? Стоп. Белки могут со мной говорить, но а ты? Как можешь ты со мной говорить? Ведь у Сэма нету телефона. Минутка шизы. Рэйчел пишет. Привет, Макс. Рэйчел Амбер пишет. Просто хотела поприветствовать. Скоро увидимся. Правда, скоро. Жесть. Собака пишет. Сучка, не путайся с Фрэнком. Или со мной. А, кстати, есть косточка? Шикарное сообщение от собаки. Макс, я люблю твои... Мне так нравится твоя фотка с Джефферсоном. Он прям запечатлел тебя. Если хочешь, можем потусить и нажраться. И наркотиков употребить, да. Шикос просто, блядь. Пиздец. Извините за... Шиза какая-то прям. Я говорю, это как нигде в Silent Hill'е. Где все перемешано и все ебануто. Простите. Макс, если ты читаешь это, значит, что ты мертва. Мистер Джефферсон, целую. В натуре шиза. Кровь! Это кетчуп. Все для вас и для ваш САС. Там, если на стол посмотреть еще раз... О, хочу. Лол, в натуре. Я и забыл про это. В натуре похоже на фантасмагорию. А да, Ксюша, мы про это говорили на том стриме, вскользь, да, было дело. Так там это даже не теория, это почти факт, потому что Алань бегала постоянно в том самом месте, где Рэйчел была похоронена. Она как бы подсказывала Макс, где она находится. Но, к сожалению, слишком поздно это поняли. Проблемки с башкой. Ладно. Пойдем дальше. Venite in vacino spiritus.
I see you, Max. Call.
Я даже догадываюсь, чей любимый
I
момент.
just wanted to know if you'd like to spend the rest of your life in my dark room. Your purity
Шутка
inspires
смешная,
me so
ситуация
much,
страшная.
and we could be so happy together.
Блять.
Who needs selfies when I
Это
can
такой
give you
факап.
portraiture?
Такой факап.
There's no way I'm saying that.
Блять.
I've been dreaming of the day
блядь.
when you would finally tell me. I love you, Mr. Jefferson.
Блять, такой
Call me.
факап.
We need to play catch up on all the time we've wasted. Especially
Блядь.
since there's nobody left in your life. I love you too, Max.
Но это извращенное сознание, это все нереально, извращенный кошмар. И в этом кошмаре мы только что признались в любви к Джефферсону. А он сказал: Макс, не хочешь зависнуть у меня в проявочной? Ну, вы понимаете, да? Но это кошмар. Кошмар.
Can't be real. I don't believe it.
Щит. Дон, твоя кровать опять гостей за жопу хватает. Дон, у тебя жопа толстая. Пш. Дон, Гандон, тебе 25, а ты все реверсами наслаждаешься. Ну, сейчас вы поймете. А, нет, рано. Ой, вот сейчас будет жопный, просто жопный момент. Я когда увидел, я пересрался. Готовьте свои булки. А, рано еще.
Hey, Kate. Max, how could you let me jump off a roof? You were the only person I trusted here, but you never really listened to me. Now I'm never going to heaven. Instead, you've stuck me in hell. Alone forever.
No, Kate, I was only trying to save you.
Ну, тут есть одна страшная пасхалка. Вернее, неожиданная. Бросайте аферистов, Джефф, полетели со мной. 2-2-2, это опять, это символично. Ох, ёб твою мать, там на секунду показался Слендер. Ну ладно, это просто игра моего воображения. Тут есть, по-моему, отсылка к Сиянию даже, по-моему. Какая там комната была?
Okay, where did you last put those keys? Think. Screw that. Give me back my keys, bitch. Forgot about you, little buddy. Release the keys.
Rachel Amber. She was my angel. After my dad died and you moved, I felt abandoned. Rachel saved my life. So Rachel took my place. I'm glad she was there for you. 6 months ago, she just left Arcadia without a word. without me. How do you know she disappeared? Maybe she wanted to start a totally new life. Unlike you, she would have told me, okay? Something happened to her. Before Rachel left, she said she met somebody who changed her life. Then poof.
That's Rachel's bracelet. Why the fuck are you wearing my bracelet?
Calm yourself, alright? It was a gift.
I know this has been an awful day, and you can talk to me anytime, Mr. Jefferson. Did you think we were best friends forever or something?
Комната Стеллы. Это Стелла. Это 217. Вот, ну я про нее. Да. А, нет. Ну, в общем, где-то была отсылка к Сиянию, но это не то, что я хотел показать. А вот это. Я когда первый раз увидел, я пересрался.
This one is for Samuel.
Просто белочки. Большие белочки. Ребят, я знаю, в какие комнаты надо было идти. Я просто пасхалку хотел показать. Ну все, пасхалка показана. Все, уходим. Вот теперь мне 25, а я все реверсами наслаждаюсь. Конечно, не настоящие. И даже надписи перевернуты. Это не симлиш, это реверсы. О, Рэйчел. Спасибо, что указала путь.
Don't try to hide, Max. Get over here.
Get
Let
over
me
here.
capture you.
Susul. Hebe Susul.
Jefferson is coming after me again.
You used to be so pure, so innocent. Now, you have to die. Please understand, Max. The only place I can be myself is in the dark room. After everything I did for you, and you accuse me...
Maybe I'll be safe in the lighthouse. Maybe I'll wake up.
Art is supposed to make you cry. And you will. What happened to your spark, Max? I thought I could be your professor.
Professor.
Life. I realize...
Max! Max!
Oh, Max! I realize now you'll never be an artist, much less a photographer. Come here, Max. Class is dismissed.
Good evening, Blackwell. This is Percival Wells, and I'm here to drop the mic on Max.
О, никогда не видел фотку вблизи, бедная Рэйчел. О, щит. Вот это больно.
I regret to announce that one of your fellow classmates, Maxine Caulfield, has died under tragic circumstances. This coffin.
Здрасте, Рен. И с кем не поздоровался? Здрасте.
Max, come out to play. Come out to play. Hey, babe. Who
I
wants
found
to go,
out who went through my files.
Go, Abe, go,
How sick David Madsen on their ass.
Hey, Max.
You're just jealous because me and Victoria actually do the work while you do nothing and...
Max.
Work while you do nothing and whine.
The town. Hey, Max.
Chloe is a
Please,
loser
come here.
just like you.
So I can beat you up.
Get your bony ass over here. I'm gonna cut you open, freak. Those were my beans, Max.
Rachel Ann. Just like her last name, I can finally
Oh
see...
no. Bottles. This might be hell.
Да, вот это мега ирония над самой игрой. Стоп, что вы тут понаписали? Подождите, дайте я почитаю. Джефферсон и Джефферсон. 50 оттенков Макс. Почему Уоррен тут? Это все отражение подсознания, Макс, а в ней есть все. Так или иначе, которые были на протяжении всей игры. Кот? Ну что, посидим в аду, подумаем, поразмышляем.
Max,
как тут все припизнуто.
You're taking a time out, no matter what.
Пиздец. Такой припизнутый момент, в смысле весь припизнутый. И теперь надо найти бутылки. Щит. Опять.
Well, these ones aren't too hard to find.
Now that Rachel's dead, it's time for you to die too, skank.
Oh, when did I get bad bottle karma?
Здрасте, лягушка, еще раз. Нет, не пропустили. Не все, по крайней мере.
Max!
Факс! Оу, щит.
Max!
Was there one more left?
Oh, Max! Hey. Max.
Факс. Факс. Вот всегда последнюю бутылку найти сложнее всего.
Max.
Ass over here. I'm gonna cut you open, freak. Stop! I'm gonna cut you open, freak.
Hey, Max, what the fuck ever you gonna do?
Hey, Max! Stop!
Hey, Max, what the fuck ever you
Psst. Max. Me and Rachel are floating down. Max!
Это была отсылка к Оно.
Me and Rachel are floating down.
Oh man, Rachel looked just like a zombie model in the dirt. Just bone, meat, and maggots. Oh, I would be all over that shit. You wanna take pictures?
If only you could have seen Rachel. My blood-spattered angel.
Да они все больные.
Me and Rachel are floating down here in the sewer. Come on down.
Мы все летаем. О, вон, вижу.
Oh man, you should have. Hey. Man, you should have heard Chloe smack talk you. It was brutal. But of course, I see what she's talking about now.
Please let that be the last one.
If you took some of my drugs, get high like Rachel. Want some drugs?
I need proof that bottles were out to get me, just in case.
Так, все, пора сваливать с нигде. Ну, по крайней мере, попытаться. А, надо сесть точно. Только не на бутылку. До свидания, Даня. О, снежок. Ему же под водой снега быть не может. Сделано в Тайване, там было написано. Опять белочка.
Don't you dare question the chef.
Right, like you're the real cook here?
I am when your mom is away.
I'll let her know that.
Hello? Hey, honey. Just making a fabulous breakfast with Chloe and Max. We're all going to work at the Two Whales. What? Oh, I didn't know you had to get groceries. Of course I'll come pick you up. Now I'll have an excuse to get a mocha. Be there shortly. Love you. Excuse me, ladies. I have to go rescue yonder queen at the Save Mart. She don't have many bags of delicious...
Чё зыришь, глаза пузыришь?
You'll be grateful for that someday. Shit, where are my keys?
That's $1 for the swear jar.
You mean your college fund? Keys, please.
Это как момент из Черного зеркала.
Shit,
Жестко.
where are those keys?
Another $1 for the swear jar.
You're bankrupting me.
Гарри Поттер и узник Гамма
Can't hide
Азкабана.
from me forever. Now lock up after I leave. Play nice. Try not to destroy too much of the house. And no Chloe and...
Эй, Макс. Скажи, передай привет Хлое и Джойс. И не забудь сказать им, что ты позволила мне умереть.
Chloe and Max wine
Пиздец.
tasting session.
Dad.
How long will this nightmare go on?
А, кстати, мы не предупредили Викторию в том
I
эпизоде,
think
но
you'd
она
be
была.
perfect for my new photo series on retro grunge. You have the same qualities that I loved in Rachel Amber, but not Max.
Max is a fucking child.
Oh, Christ, I know. And she never shuts up, does she?
I'm so over her hipster bullshit.
I think everyone at Blackwell is over Max. Let's prove it.
Holy shit, Warren. Max is trying to play us both.
Guess she's not as innocent as she acts.
Not when she's trying to hook up with both of us.
I only want to go ape with you, Chloe. Come here.
Изменщица хренова.
God damn, you are a sexy bitch. Why hang out with Max, huh?
Boredom. Plus, she's like my personal puppet.
I hear that. Do you want a party? I got a drugstore in my room.
Oh shit. Look at Max spying on us. Take a fucking picture, bitch. Or take a selfie. See, this is how you bust a move, Max. No mosh pit for you, Shaka Bra. Damn, Victoria. You're a real woman. Not a little girl like Max.
I fucking love your tats, Chloe. You're so hot. I can't believe it took us so long to hook up.
Why did you get rewind powers? You don't even know how to use them. Rachel's dead and you're still alive. Life is so not fair. I wish she would have never come back to Arcadia Bay. You're the real Storm.
Угол еда? Щит. Жрать захотелось тоже.
I'll be so grateful if this is the last
Да, даже в кошмарах есть комнаты, закрытые паролем. Оу, щит. Надо понять, какой из них код правильный.
How will I find the right code?
Не. Не.
Why doesn't the mirror reflect any of the numbers?
Это на уровне Silent Hill головоломка.
Don't kill us, Max. I guess I'll never dance again, Max.
Right when I was about to start a new life.
Look, I know things were bad between us, but that doesn't mean I deserve to die.
Max, I hope you do the right thing. I hope.
I can't believe you kissed me.
So this is how Max
Now
gets her
you're going to
revenge
kill me?
on
Max, you saved my life. Gave me the chance to catch one more fish.
Я не знал, кстати, про зеркало. Я забыл про зеркало. А к чему отсылка 3301?
Sure hope you do that for everybody in town.
А что за отсылка 3301? Расскажите, пожалуйста.
Honey, I always thought of you like a daughter.
Thanks for saving me and carrying the load.
My husband and new
I wish we had been friends, Max. But please, don't let me die like this. I'm still a teenager.
Ну, то есть смысл этой сцены, чтобы надавить на жалость игрока, типа, Макс, ну не убивай нас, пожалуйста, мы могли стать друзьями, Макс, не убивай нас. Почти все говорят что-то с таким смыслом. О, привет, ты что, Сириал?
Who are you?
Да.
Holy shit, are you
Serial? Обожаю
I'm you,
эту фразу.
dumbass. Or I'm one of many Maxes you've left behind. Can you get me out of here? Oh, so you want help?
Цикада? О, опять
Thought you could
отсылочки.
control everybody
Вернее,
and
триггеры.
everything, huh? Twist time around your fingers? It wasn't my choice. I didn't ask to rewind time. No, but you were happy to use it to get people to like you. As if you cared about them. That's true. I wasted my power on trying to be friends with everybody. About time you admitted that. but it's way too late after everything you've done. But I still have great friends, and my power helped some. Please, stop playing innocent. You're a goddamn hypocrite. You've left a trail of death and suffering behind you. That was not my fault, you son of a bitch. Don't you dare talk about our mom that way. What about the crap that was your fault? Wait, let me guess.
До свидания,
You
спокойной
fucked up
ночи.
time and space for your precious punk Chloe? You think she's worth all that? Of course. She's my best friend. Oh yeah, you ignored your
Hypocrite
best
это
friend
ханжа,
for 5
лицемер.
years while she went through hell.
Кончай писать,
Some
гладь
friend.
меня.
Chloe does a better job of guilt-tripping me than you do. Because you let her bully you. It's called Stockholm Syndrome. But you didn't do that homework, so you'll have to learn the hard way. Like Rachel. Just shut up.
Да, доктор,
You're
я
not
про это
scaring
говорил
me
где-то
anymore.
час назад.
I'd be more worried about Chloe killing us than Jefferson. Max, do you really think she's our friend? That she respects us in any...
То есть вся сцена построена для того, чтобы отговорить игрока принять, ну, то есть сподвигнуть игрока принять выбор финальный в одну сторону, как чаша весов. А следующая половина этого эпизода другая чаша весов. И то есть игрок, чтобы выбирал. Глупо, конечно, и очень слишком прямолинейно, но да ладно.
I'm embarrassed to have the same name. And someday Chloe will destroy... Oh hell, speak of the devil.
Dude, do not even fuck with her head. She knows what we went through together this week, and you don't. There's no way you can break up our team. This is reality. After 5 years, you're still Max Caulfield.
I am seriously glad to see you.
Welcome home, Max. Fasten your seatbelt.
Кось. Да, отсылочка.
I know it was your birthday last month. This was my real father's camera. I want you to have it.
Yes, of course it's cool. Thank you. This camera is so sweet.
Now that we got that mushy shit out of the way, I feel like stage diving. Let's thrash this place. This song fucking rules. Can't dance, hippie? Come on. Rock out, girl. Yo, turn it off. Turn it off. You need to hide now. My stepdad will kill me if he finds you here. You were here today, Max. You saved me. I'm still tripping on that. Seeing you after all these years feels like...
destiny.
If this is destiny, I hope we can find Rachel. I miss her, Max. What the hell is this?
Snowflakes? Or a storm is coming.
Слушай, да, был еще один человек в моей жизни, кто был со мной тоже не согласен. Мы с ним тоже поспорили.
Tell me everything.
Кетер, вы кусаете кота? Такой, что?
Let's talk about your superpower. Epic! I pledge allegiance to Max and the power for which she stands. You can rewind time, Max. That's fucking insane. We have to play. You need a sidekick to guide you.
Okay, girl. Chloe's cave. Raw and rough. It suits you.
Max, do you know how awesome this is? I get my best friend back, and she's also supersized.
I don't feel so super.
Max, here, let me help you find a place to chill. You freaked me out there. Do you feel any better now?
Остановить игру на том моменте? Да, пожалуй, остановлю, да.
You saved me again.
Боже, как это красиво.
Now we're totally
Вот
bonded
эта
for life.
сцена.
Since you're
1337, это тоже какая-то
I'll be
отсылка?
your faithful
Интересно.
chauffeur and companion.
My powers might not last, Chloe.
That's okay. We will. Forever.
I'm so glad you're my partner in crime.
As
Это
long as
как
you're my
похоже
partner
на
in time.
театр, как мизансцена.
I might get on the other side of
Очень
that door
крутой
before you,
эпизод.
Lupin.
В момент, вернее, в эпизоде.
The race
Очень
is
крутой.
on. See you soon. Welcome to my domain.
You are magic. I have no clue how the hell you got in there, but
Ой,
you
мне
did it.
написали, что, возможно, стрим в ближайшее время прекратится. Надо быстрее заканчивать.
Max,
А,
I'm gonna come
щит.
check out these files.
Блять, самый подходящий момент,
It's
сука.
Look. Rachel. Cowabunga!
Why, look, an otter in my water.
Лид,
Power is changing everything, Max.
Точно.
Especially you. I can already tell.
Нет, стрим может прекратиться в любой момент. Мне написали предупреждение.
Thanks, girlfriend.
Щит.
And you make me...
Let's call it a draw. I'm gonna freeze my ass off when I get out.
Photobomb!
Photo hog. It feels like a different world from yesterday.
We left a skid mark on Blackwell last night.
Wish we could just hang out all morning like we used to. Maybe we should get up. I have to get back to Blackwell soon.
I double dare you. Kiss me now. Damn, you're hardcore, Max. Now I can text Warren and tell him he doesn't stand a chance. Unless he's into girl-on-girl action. Oh, we could cruise everywhere in this bad boy. Can you see us heading down the coast to Big Sur and beyond? I know. Just daydreaming. That makes me...
Not until I see it first. You know the rules, Dad.
Dude, I am so lucky that my father is cool. It's weird hanging out with you again.
I know. I'm glad we are, though.
Look, the worst thing you can do is treat me like a baby. Whoa, awesome picture. We look so badass in our pirate gear.
Chloe, you're back. I'm so glad you're here. Kate wasn't the first. All those binders are filled with other victims. Victoria has to be next.
Rachel! Oh, Rachel, no, please not her!
Chloe.
Rachel, why?
I'm sorry, Chloe. I'm so...
Come on, Max, we're almost there. Max, come on now. Don't worry. We'll be okay. Max, can you hear me? Please say something.
Chloe? I must have passed out.
Thank God. Don't you ever do that again, okay?
I swear. But that nightmare was so real. It was so horrible.
Так, что со стримом? Он опять сейчас отключится, придется перезапускать. Ладно, подожду минутку. Если он сейчас залагает, то придется перезапускать. Что, у кого лагает стрим? Окей. Я просто постоянно нервничаю, когда вы пишете, что стрим не лагай. Потому что после этого бац и все.
This is my storm. I caused this. I caused all of this. I changed fate and destiny so much that I actually did alter the course of everything. And all I really created was just death and destruction.
Fuck all of that, okay? You were given a power. You didn't ask for it. And you saved me. Which had to happen. All of this did. Except for what happened to Rachel. But without your power, we wouldn't have found her. Okay, so you're not the goddamn Time Master, but you're Maxine Caulfield. And you're amazing.
Булочка, не вы одни. Задумывайтесь об этом.
Max.
Извините, я не буду останавливать игру на этом моменте, я просто сделаю выбор, чтобы стрим не разорвался.
You could use that photo to change everything right back to when you took that picture.
Если
All
кто-то
that
не
would
понимает, что происходит, я
is for
объясню
me
это
to-
после сцены.
Fuck that.
Если вдруг кому-то надо объяснить.
No way. You are my #1 priority now. You are all that matters to me.
I know. You prove that over and over again. Even though I don't deserve it. I'm so selfish. Not like my mom. Look what she
Нет,
had
в
to
Life
give
is
up
Strange
and
не
live
бывает
through.
хэппи-энда.
And she did.
Мы в этом
She
убедились
deserves
в каждой
so much
игре.
more than to be killed by a storm in a fucking diner. Even my stepfather deserves her alive. There's so many more people in Arcadia Bay who should live. Way more than me.
Don't say that. I won't trade you.
You're not trading me. Maybe you've just been delaying my real destiny. Look at how many times I've almost died or actually died around you. Look at what's happened in Arcadia Bay ever since you first saved me. I know I've been selfish, but for once, I think I should accept my fate. Our fate, Chloe. Max, you finally came back to me this week, and you did nothing but show me your love and friendship. You made me smile and laugh like I haven't done in years. Wherever I end up after this, in whatever reality, all those moments between us were real, and they'll always be ours. No matter what you choose, I know you'll make the right decision.
Chloe, I can't make this choice.
No, Max. You're the only one who can. Max, it's time.
Not.
Max, I'll always be with you. Forever.
Sunshine for everyone, but as far as I can remember, we were migratory animals, living under changing weather. Someday we will foresee obstacles through the blizzard, through the blizzard. Today we will sell our uniform and live together, live together.
О, Ник, спасибо, спасибо. Булочка, я согласен с вами абсолютно. Это правда, ну, глупый выбор, вернее, неравный. Вообще неравный. И в каком-то смысле, да, бесполезный.
to please her.
Блин, а я и забыл, что Spanish Sahara играет только в одной концовке. Блин. Эх. Ну, конечно, я в меньшинстве, ну, понятное дело. Всегда так было. Дэвид получил шрам 96%. Да, все-таки можно было сделать, чтобы он не получил увечий. Дэвид не убил Джефферсона. Мы спасли грузовика, водителя грузовика, мы спасли Эвана, мы спасли Алису, мы спасли рыбака, мы помогли Джойс. Мы не сказали правду о Рэйчел, мы поцеловали Уоррена. И что, и все? Щит. Ну ладно. Ну хоть не пешком идут когда. Игра замечательная, я не спорю. Нет, на самом деле к сюжету очень много можно придираться, почему так, а не сяк. Много несостыковок, нелогичностей. Конечно, ну так в любом можно произведении их найти. Ну, имеем, что имеем, как говорится. Главный выбор, нельзя статистику посмотреть. Так только что посмотрели. Spanish Sahara, to forget the horror, forget the horror, forget the horror. Так, я обещал вам комментарии разработчиков, если вдруг кому-то это интересно. Кому не интересно, спасибо, что смотрели все стримы. И... да. И да, шикарный мой комментарий. Ну, не знаю, что сказать, честно, все. Я устал. Надеюсь, за эти материалы меня не забанят.
It was really great to see so many fan arts, so many letters, so many fiction, cosplays.
Но это разработчики рассказывают про игру.
It was impossible to expect a huge community like this and so passionate fans.
Они рассказывают про фанатов, какие они все страстные и так далее, и так далее. В общем, хвалят фанатов. И сначала они делали игру для себя, а потом решили, ну то есть потом поняли, что игрокам тоже это зайдет. Вот. Ну это я буду давайте вкратце переводить. Они все, не, они французы, они все французы. Рауль Барбе, это исполнительный директор. Михель Кох. В общем, это все разработчики игры, директора так называемые. Я, конечно, поковеркал их имена, извините, я во французском не силен.
It's a really interesting creative process because
французы,
we can
французы.
challenge each other on a lot of aspects and find out always the better solution for what's best for the game.
If only Michel or Raoul.
Мишель и Рауль, вот, все, простите.
Game would have been really different. They both know how to make a game. Like they're not stuck in their field of expertise. They know a lot of things.
Они французы. Студия французская.
More from the audiovisual and movie scene, so I was in charge of all the cameras with the camera team. I work a lot with the sound design team also, with the music.
And myself, since I'm from an illustration background, my specialties were more on the art direction. And later, for this game, I'm starting to work way more with the narrative team and the voice recording sessions.
Ксюша, спасибо, всего доброго, удачи вам.
They have the similar vision for the game, so we didn't have a yes from one and a no from the other.
Actually, Michel and Raoul are in the game, when you think about it, because there are two game directors, so we have a contraction which is
Спасибо,
Michel.
Дина, что присутствовали. Спокойной вам ночи.
There's, if you put it the other way around, it's Raoul and Michel, so it's Rachel. I'm pretty sure they did it on purpose.
The idea behind the game was to, because both of us worked on Remember Me, and there was some sequences in this game called Memory Remixes, and one of the founders, Hervé Bonin, asked this small core team to think about a game with this kind of mechanism. Very quickly came the episodic adventure game, because we wanted really to do something like that.
There is really a lot of good ways new ways to, interactive ways to tell stories.
On an episodic format, you have to make a lot of choice for episode 1, because you won't be able to change after. A lot of assets have to be there in episode 1.
Они говорят о том, что идея сделать игру эпизодической у них была с самого начала. Вот.
The idea was really to basically show the most important locations of the game. We can see the Blackwell Academy on the top right. We can see the lighthouse. We can see the town of Arcadia Bay. We are really trying
Ой, Remember Me мне тоже нравится игра. Ну, то есть, когда я играл первый раз, мне понравилось в целом. Очень занятная.
To make the player area connected, and the menu is a great way to do that.
One of the main importance for us for the game was to have a peaceful game with this sense of you can take your time, and we wanted to reflect that from the menu. So we
ну да, они хотели сделать неторопливую игру, и чтобы меню было таким расслабляющим, чтобы можно было на нем залипать. Ну, собственно, мы так и сделали. То есть это так и задумано.
When the menu evolves in each episode, there is some small details that are changing. For the menu for episode 4, you have
и что на протяжении прохождения, то есть да, главное меню меняется, но это можно легко заметить. Какое оно солнечное в начале и какое оно, извините, в дерьме в конце.
When I went back there on vacations, I've seen a lot of places that really looks like what we did in the game. So I guess
И композиция, да, то есть города и всего окружения основана на личном опыте режиссеров и разработчиков, ну, то есть да, на натурных съемках. То есть это все, это прототип реально существует. Они, правда, не говорят какой, но есть он, да, судя по их словам.
Sometimes people ask us if we choose to have a game in the United States for marketing, for selling the game. We knew that we were fans of like TV shows like Twin Peaks or X-Files. They have those trees and the Pacific Northwest feeling.
Ну, они сделали это с отсылкой к сериалу, секретному сериалу Twin Peaks, но это понятно, в принципе.
Thinking that everybody know each other and everybody is happy, but when you put something inside this community, it could be something supernatural. You discover a lot more.
And it's really a way to shift things around and to bring chaos and interesting variations on the characters. And in the end,
приятной вам игры.
Really a game and a story about the characters, about their lives. It's not a story about the sci-fi elements. The sci-fi elements are just for us. They were just here to make things.
То есть эта игра никогда не задумывалась как игра в жанре sci-fi, то есть научной фантастики. Да, это было вступление от режиссеров. Теперь сыграем в Life is Strange.
Okay, so let's play the game and
yeah, let's play Life is Strange.
Всем до свидания.
This is the very beginning of the game. I think this is one of the very difficult sequence of the beginning of the production because this is the first time the player will see.
Что начальный эпизод у них вызвал массу трудностей, вот они говорят. Потому что он был очень важен, потому что с него начинается повествование.
Max character. The important, as this is a video game, is the player to know where he has to go and the objective of each scene. This scene is a link to the end of the game, of course, and it's also to close the loop and begin with this scene. And when you know the end of the game was something we really wanted to have, so we can see all the FX, and we've got one FX artist. Very talented, Thomas.
На этом зовут мне советовали, да. Не знаю, потянет ли у меня ноут на стрим. Но как-нибудь обязательно.
It's important to still hook the player from episode 1. So that's the kind of discussion we had about the rhythm. To when should we put something that has a bit more impact and that feels something that shows the player that there is something bigger So this introduction was a bit like that. We wanted in Life is Strange the player to always know what Max is knowing and to just be with her. At this moment,
И фишка, где Макс постоянно делится своими мыслями с игроком, она тоже продумана. Так это должно было быть.
To the high school, and which is one of the most important settings of the game, of course, the high school setting and Blackwell Academy.
Я опять еще раз говорю, одно дело запустить игру, другое дело стримить. Разный уровень железа нужен, понимаете? Я вот о чем. Кетер, не запустить, а стримить. То есть берем системное требование, умножаем на 2.
An interesting starting point creatively.
This kind of introduction is really important because in one sequence with some shots you have to discover all the different characters, the main ones, so you will see of course Jefferson, Kate and Victoria.
And it was quite hard to decide between not showing too much, to not break the idea of the game, to not be too big compared to what the game would be after. There is a lot of themes of big ideas on the game.
Я понял,
of course, photography is one of it, because photography is still a way to look back to the past. It's linked to the theme of rewind and time manipulation and nostalgia. And that's one of the reasons why Max came back to Arcadia Bay to attend this photography class.
I think for the player to be like Max back in this town when she don't know everyone, but you've got to respect the schedule. It's really, as a player, something great to discover. Also, the lighting was really important in this scene to break the cliff ambience by this sunny atmosphere and all this light.
И они говорят, что они намеренно сделали эту сцену очень яркой, чтобы был контраст с предыдущей сценой.
Of course, for the photography course, but it was also to be able to have less students because we wanted the story to be a bit more intimate. We didn't want it to be like this huge high school with so many students. Based on what the player is doing, you can really learn more about them and see that they're actually not just the stereotype and the archetype you would think they are. This is still a perfect example of how episodic is hard, because if you look closely at this poster, there is a mistake on it. It says that the exhibition takes place in the De Young Museum of Art, when actually it's not that in episode 5, it's the Zeitgeist Gallery.
Но они говорят, что тут ляп с этим постером, но это так мелкий ляп на самом деле. Что выставка указана не та, которая будет в 5-м эпизоде. Ну да ладно. Это так, это прям придираться к этому, это грех.
Welcome to the real world.
We really wanted to have this feeling of being part of a whole high school. So it means a lot of people, it means bullying, it means difficulties when you're a teenager in this kind of world.
And showing the different cliques and different kind of teenager.
I think a lot of players love this introduction. The use of music here is really important. As Max feels insecure in this atmosphere, we wanted her to isolate, and the music is a great way of isolate yourself when you just want to be on your own. And so since the beginning of the game we were working with licensed tracks, licensed music. We test when we are testing and prototype some scenes, we put some licensed tracks from artists we love, and Scene Matters was one of them. And when we asked Jonathan Morali, who is the lead of Scene Matters, if it's possible to use his music, he's a gamer, so it was really happy to have this new experience, and for us it's just incredible to work with him. And this kind of editing is really, really difficult to do, because you have to choose the important moment in a song and to choose.
И они говорят, что подбирать музыку и какую использовать выбор, какую музыку использовать в какой сцене, это сложный процесс. Надо, чтобы все сочеталось и все было не просто так.
The music is really important in the game. It explains a
Потому
lot
что,
about
да,
the
это очень важно.
Because the choice of the music, the choice of the artist means a lot. For example, Chloe won't listen to the same artist as Max. For the anecdote, for this guitar part, we asked the lead singer of Scene Matters to take his guitar and to play on top of Gonzalez's song in a clumsy way to be sure that it would be like Max playing guitar.
И да, они намеренно попросили композитора, музыканта сыграть немножко криво на гитаре, чтобы как будто Макс играет. Ну, что, получилось у них.
Okay, so the objective of this scene was to go into the bathroom. I think you can hear the great sound.
Да поздно, уже кинули страйки, так что поздняк метаться.
Has worked a lot on this kind of effects when you take out your earplug, you can hear more the ambience. And this kind of art is done by our main concept artist. We got like 4 concept artists working on the game. With Edouard, who has made a lot of artwork.
He was the one
concept artist.
So basically, in the beginning, we do a lot of documentation, like we do a lot of research from all those pictures we can find on the internet. Every room, every character needs to tell you a story, what they.
Да, проработка окружения — это большая задача. Каждая деталь должна о чем-то сказать. Вот прям действительно каждая. То есть они ничего не брали из интернета, они делали все сами от руки. Это очень круто. Custom-made, как говорится. Опять ошибка какая-то, какой-то ляп.
Tearing apart Polaroid. In fact, I don't know if you have
то, что фотографию Полароида невозможно вот так просто взять и разорвать.
Yeah, we tried it. You can't do it. It's too strong. It's plastic, and it's impossible to tear it like shit.
Ляп найден.
Of course, there is a lot of symbolic behind this, and so we decided to keep it, even if it's not.
И они решили оставить, даже несмотря на то, что это ляп.
Bad Polaroid quality, and we can do it. So you can see the butterfly coming in from the window. There's a lot of symbol behind this. The butterfly, of course, with all the butterfly effect thing, and the fact that.
Ну да, это, конечно, отсылка к эффекту бабочки. Они это подтверждают. Тут очень много построено на бабочках на синем цвете. Да, очень много синего цвета здесь.
She's one of the most important characters because at the end the choice is about her. It was really important to create this character the best way possible so the player would learn to care more and more about her. But we really wanted her to be not that nice at the beginning. So when she's evolving during the different episodes and she's getting nicer to Max, people would care even more about her because she changed and she likes the fact that she changed. If she was the nicest person from the beginning, it wouldn't be, I think, as effective that her going forward and.
И что они намеренно сделали Хлою такой грубой, жесткой в самом начале, чтобы потом игрок к ней прикипел. Вот.
Dislike a lot of things about her personality, and after in episode 3, and of course at the beginning of episode 4, there was really something more to this character, and I think it's like having in real life with a friend. There is always some things you don't like, and the relation between Max and Chloe talk about that, and I think it's really interesting to see how the player will learn to like more and more Chloe. And
I think it was one of the biggest challenge of the writing process because we have 5 episodes, we have a limited amount of time, and we need to find the good beats and the good pacing to make those characters evolve.
It's a really intimate story, and it's mostly just centered on just emotional moments. All of the major choices that you make in the game are emotional. The heart of it is the relationship between Max and Chloe. It gets really dark, and things get really hard for Chloe and really emotional.
In the game, one of our goal was also to be able to talk about.
Я замечаю, французы эски постоянно в словах пропускают. Занятно.
Difficult themes that can be experienced in real life. I mean, it's different to other games where there are bigger issues like situation of life or death or war or stuff like that.
Они постарались сделать все ситуации более реалистичными, как будто реальные из жизни, но почти все.
The mood of the game and the themes of the game. It's the themes that we tackle in the game are not something that you that you see often in other games. We try to be mature about it. We try not to force it onto players, and we try not to be too brutal about it.
We have issues like
Да, проблемы озвучены: домашнее насилие, проблемы семьи, алкоголь, наркотики.
Depression. It's part of a reality, and I think it was really important for us to not avoid that. And I think it's a great video game is also a great media to talk about that, because as a player, you will be involved maybe more than just looking at a movie or reading a book. You will be really part and actor of this experience.
We were not sure that Square Enix, the publisher, would approve all the scenes, the intense scenes we have, and how we deal with them. And really early in the discussions, we were relieved to see that they didn't want to change anything.
Они говорят, что вот компания-издатель Square Enix, они дали им свободу действия, ни в чем не ужимали, не пытались изменить их работу. Это очень круто. То есть, что они хотели сделать, то у них и получилось. Никакой цензуры, ничего такого.
You see Nathan and Chloe. First scene with
да,
the
и Эйч не всегда
really,
читает,
really
да.
Это
просто такая забавно просто.
To give to the player.
We needed to show that Nathan was quite a troubled child, a teenager, I mean. So this is him talking to himself at the beginning. We had to fine-tune and to find the good words to use. Then we see Chloe for the first time. We have to show what's her character. So she's direct and a bit pushy to Nathan. We need still to understand what's happening. So they're talking about money, about drugs. We had to find the right hints to give to explain things. So we don't want to lose the player.
So yeah, we're going to play a bit of the junkyard scene.
Yes,
so it's we love the junkyard scene.
Да, и разработчикам нравится сцена на свалке.
Different elements, but the first one I think is the environment.
Ну, в основном из-за самой сцены, из-за окружения.
For Life is Strange, we really wanted to have a stylized rendering. We didn't want it to be realistic or. So every texture has been hand painted to give this impressionistic feeling, and I think in the junkyard it's really interesting because there is so many details that's where this kind of simpler texture are working well. Because if this scene was overly detailed with cracks in the rust,
они специально сделали эту сцену более упрощенной в плане текстур, чтобы, ну, как бы глаза не болели от разнообразия текстур. Поэтому она кажется немножко проще, чем другие локации в игре.
Cold colors in the fog, but a slightly warm sun that just bring some soft and warm feeling to the scene.
Да, это прослеживается.
This is also a good example of what we want to do in terms of environmental storytelling.
Энвиронментальный, да, рассказ, сторителлинг. Это прям термин такой. То есть как по окружению можно судить о сюжете и о развитии.
Can you find 5 bottles while I prep the shooting range?
Beer and guns? Nice combo.
You can handle it. Now go find us 5 bottles.
This is one of the best puzzles of the game, I think.
Они считают, что это лучший момент с головоломкой в игре. Очень смешно. Они говорят, что немножко переборщили с расстановкой бутылок. То есть очень тяжело. Они признают. Зато это дает возможность игроку получше ознакомиться с прошлым Хлои и Рэйчел.
And we tried a lot of what we did in the whole game with the environmental storytelling can be seen here because there is a lot of everything that we really like to do, to tell with the environment. It's a good way to, of course, to show more to the player. So it's
also to give rewards to the player who want to know more about the characters and who is curious, because you can do this whole scene without looking at every details, but
there is some hidden stuff. This one is harder to find. I think that not every player find it.
И то, что здесь очень много предметов, которые можно пропустить при первом прохождении.
Rachel wanted to write to Chloe and maybe never gave it to her. In Life is Strange, we really tried to put a lot of attention to the details. We have a lot of
ну и да, конечно, внимание к деталям, это правда.
You can find some really small details that are useless to the main story, but interesting.
То есть в рамках общего сюжета они бесполезны, но как мини-истории очень даже интересно, но они так считают. Ну, может быть, так и есть.
They noticed things that we thought they could not notice, like on a shirt we have letters that when you put in the right order, it says no fucks given. They noticed.
Пасхалка, да, на футболке Хлои. Ой, Макс.
Are you afraid of getting in trouble?
Она, правда, матная, но да ладно.
Oh, boo-hoo, Max is afraid. I know you can handle this, and I'm here to guide you. Make me proud, sister.
Life is Strange really is a game about choice and consequences. So we have a lot of choice you can make in the game, which will have consequences later on in the same episode or in the other episode. And there is one big choice in this scene, right? That will happen, for example.
Да ладно, разве это прям важный такой выбор? По-моему, нет.
Not easy choice to take, even if it's not life or and death choice.
Да, по-моему, обычный выбор. Ни на что не влияет, по-моему.
It's more everyday life choices. The important is really to
Геттер, вам пора баиньки. Посылаю за вами кота.
So that's why with the max power, it's of course more difficult because you can try a choice. You're not sure you're going to rewind and you're going to make the other one, but the important is if you want to continue and to move on, you have to keep on one and live with the consequence. So this is in this choice in particular. What do you want to do, Michel? The first one.
I don't think I would shoot a guy anyway, so I would say.
We won't shoot. So you can see directly some consequence. Means that you don't have gun anymore because Frank is going to take it. Chloe will be pissed off.
You can of course rewind and try the other one. But something that's really interesting, because it was a lot of work at the beginning, because we were thinking that if you have the rewind, does it not completely destroy the fact that you are making choices? And actually, we've seen that players are really hesitating. We've watched some let's play video, and we've seen players.
Они смотрят, да, летсплей в YouTube и видят, что игроки очень часто сомневаются в выборе, постоянно думают, как поступить так или так. Но это, в принципе, это не новость.
Here will be out of the campus for the first time for the player. So this is the first time the player will be able to use his power when he wants. He can do before, but there is no so many interaction and puzzles. Here there is
такая большая, да, широкая сцена, где можно много чего сделать.
Talk with people, use the power just to see fun stuff.
But we use this kind of environment for the players who like to take their time and just to talk to characters, to look around. It really gives a sense of presence to Max, to the world.
The important aspect of the game is really to give some rewards to the player who want to do that and want to take his time. So with this kind of sequences, for example, we give what we call a reward, but in fact it's just new element of the game. For example, here you will have new layer of music. You can hear some new layer of music. You will have all those camera shots that you can't have inside the classic walkthrough and classic gameplay in third person. So this kind of beautiful shots you have only because you have chosen to take your time and to sit on the fountain. So the music, the shots, and of course the voiceover of Max also at the beginning. We hear what Max is thinking just here. So this kind of rewards will push, we think, the player to do that again and again. So this is really something we wanted to have.
In this game, it's always feeling a bit
Но они говорят про возможность паузы.
Feeling.
Присесть, там, послушать музыку, поменять угол камеры.
On those moments, it was really capturing the
Да, то
moment
есть неплохой момент.
when you can really take your
Такая
time to reflect
мини-фишка.
on yourself, and that's what Max is doing in those scenes. That's something that not a lot of games are doing, to let the player take his time, because in a lot of games it's just like you need to go forward, you need to go to this checkpoint, you need to do this and this.
Since the beginning we wanted the rewind to be a tool that the player can use when he wants, where he wants. It won't be scripted.
И они потихоньку приучали игрока этим навыкам перематывать время.
all the
на таких
different
сценах,
things that
больших,
happens in the
раскрытых,
scene.
открытых,
Since you
вернее.
can rewind time, you can basically be at any part of the scene at any moment you like. Designing
Чтобы мы были
puzzles with
хозяином
rewind was
времени, так
very,
сказать.
very hard. When you think it's done, you think you've seen everything about it, you think the situation is in place and it's going to be working well. There's always this tiny little thing that's fucking it up.
Those elements are not really deterministic, so when you rewind, you're not sure that you will be able to restore the particle system in the same state.
Seriously, do not forget I need those papers before tonight. Like now. Thanks, Sherry.
And this is the dormitories. This is also something that was interesting for us, is to talk about dorm life. We wanted to use this setting because we can really talk about social issues, like the girls have their room. Do you really like the people who live next to you? How the relationship are working inside the dormitories? Like right now, it's interesting if you have different music that can come from the different rooms. It's a really
Опять, да,
interesting
социальный
setting
подтекст,
to set
девочки,
up a lot of
девочки,
characters
девочки.
easily.
Here the idea is really to again
Показать,
have this,
как живут девочки в женских
believable
общежитиях
universe of the students.
в Америке.
We have to focus on
А то мы не знаем.
what we want to tell and what we want to develop.
In each episode, Alyssa is getting hit or in danger by something, and you can decide or not to use the rewind power to warn her and to get her out of trouble.
And again, I think it's links to also the Kate story and this kind of stuff. It's not just here to have fun. It's also to talk about those difficulties you can have when you could be someone like Alyssa and having these kind of problems.
And it's always a way to find the little details and little elements that will bring more to the characters, how we are defining them, without sometimes telling too much.
So this is the same actress as Chloe.
Yeah,
the two main actresses who are playing Max and Chloe did also the other students, and so you can. There is some of Chloe inside.
Мы в России, но все, кому надо, уже посмотрели кучу сериалов, там всякие Ривердейлы и так далее, и так далее. Так что все знают, кому надо. Не все девочки, я знаю, но большая часть девочек.
Shooting motion capture with French companies. The two main, so Max and Chloe, like for the voice actor, in fact, they are always played by the same actress, Serena and Gabrielle. So all the body language and the body animation you will see in the game are done by them. And so in each scene we discuss about
Мальчик с ником Булочка, вы меня опять расстроили и когнитивный диссонанс у меня вызвали.
Because Serena was a bit shy at the beginning of the project, and at the end of the project she was different, and we can see the evolution of Max inside her acting. So
Who did you tell?
The principal. But he didn't seem to believe me.
The principal? Are you still 12? That drunk jackass only cares about cash for Blackwell Academy. Don't trust him.
I didn't mention you at all.
This is the first time we will really see the Max universe by discovering a room. So let's go inside.
It was a really important scene for us because you're playing as Max in the game, so
Я думал, что вы девочка, да, душа Булочка.
With what happened before in episode 1.
Как-то так.
But when you enter her room, it's
Я
really
думаю, я не
her
один
universe.
такой.
It's everything in this room should describe her, who she is, why she is like this, and speak a bit more about her past.
There's quite a lot in this room, in fact, compared to the... Because we tried, I think, episode after episode also to focus on different things, and we can't put too many objects in a room.
If you want to play a character for 5 episodes, you need to invest in this character, and all those kind of details and were really important to make a connection between the player and Max, to learn a bit more about what she experienced before.
Но Булочка, она моя, ее нельзя поставить в мужской род. Потому что она моя, ну, с точки зрения русского языка, поэтому я и подумал. Так что, не обижайтесь. Все равно я не знаю вашего имени, так что все окей.
Those two characters, Max and Chloe, are really different. They are quite opposite at the beginning of the story. So we wanted that
Буллок это уже не то, это уже множественное число.
reflect
Вот
that.
багет можно было, но вы же
And the
булочка.
look for Max is a sort of softer colors. We have the pink in.
Так, ладно, мы не будем это обсуждать, мы отвлекаемся.
Our bed cover is really soft. You have the small cushions with the flowers, the teddy bear.
Я уж
We've
потерял
got a lot
нить
of different
рассказа.
environments in the game, but we wanted really to be able to revisit the environments and to have other scenes taking place in the same environments, but telling different stories and telling different.
А зачем синоним, если ваш ник гласит
For
булочка?
example, in this room, when you
Я по факту ориентировался.
Yeah, in the house, in the alternate reality, we will find an empty room of an empty Chloe room, and you have been here so many times before the episode 4 with Chloe, having fun with Chloe, listening to music.
Да, вот такой контраст между комнатой Хлои и пустой комнатой Хлои. Да, это страшное зрелище на самом деле.
This another reality means for Chloe and for you.
Max, try to find the light for the pool. I want to see the sharks. Otters don't like sharks. They bite. So do I. Hit that light.
We've done the same with the swimming pool, for example. We've got a great scene in the swimming pool between Max and Chloe when they are alone during the night, and after you got this huge vortex party, which is a really different.
И опять контраст между сценами, вот тихая сцена в бассейне и тусовка вортекса.
But it's still in the same place and with a lot of similarities. So it's really important to show. It was important for us to show the changes that Max can create with her power and the changes to the characters and to the world.
Так, ну я понимаю, вы уже устали, давайте по... И на этом закончим. Пропущу вот эту, потому что это капитана очевидная инфа про социальный посыл. Ну кому надо, тут посмотрит. И вот по озвучку послушаем и все, и закончим. А то я смотрю, вы все спите.
One of the most challenging part of working on the game with an episodic format was to create those two characters in a way that would really appeal to the player. So when you arrive to this final choice at the end of episode 5, if you wanted this final choice to work, we really needed the player to grow to love Chloe, to really get attached to Chloe. So two of the biggest challenge was, of course, the writing and the voice acting to make that happen.
Of course, the story was written as a whole since the beginning, so we couldn't change massive steps. But small details could be added, a line of dialogue for a character, or episode 3 when you visit Kate in the hospital, and it wasn't supposed to be here, but we've seen how people loved Kate. We realized how much it was important to have a scene like
И да, сцена, где Макс навещает Кейт сценарий, ой, Кейт в больнице, в сценарии не было изначально.
To think about expressions or words that one character will use and the other won't use it, and that's how you grow to like those characters, because when in episode 3 or 4 Chloe at the moment use the word Hela, the players were waiting sometimes for it, and they recognize that okay, it's Chloe because she's using that.
So we're working with Blind Light in Los Angeles, and they sent us a lot of different voices to listen to them, and we have to decide. So we decided with Michel, Sebastian, and the producer, and Square, which one we want. So it was quite difficult. For example, for Max, we've got like 40, I think.
I guess we got 40
voices.
Да, 40 актрис на прослушивание на роль Макс было, а у Хлои 30.
Most of the time we were quite sure and quite agreeing on the actor. It was really hard for Max, because it's always on our mind, like, are we really sure that we are doing the good choice? Because it's so important. I don't know the number of lines she has in the game, but it's almost
14 тысяч строк диалогов у нее, ни хера себе.
14,000 lines in the game, and I think that
А у
more
Макса
than
10
10,000
тысяч.
are from Max.
I've never played a character that I related to so much. I have a lot of the same issues that she does with her confidence, and so getting to play someone that seemed so similar to me was really an extraordinary experience. I really feel like I'm growing with her.
We'll help you. Just let me go and...
The fun story is for Jefferson. The guy we choose is Derek Phillips, and after we choose him, I discovered that he was Derek Phillips, and he's actually playing one of the main recurring character in the show Friday Night Lights, which is one of my favorite TV shows.
Well, this has just been really fun for me, especially coming from the standpoint where, you know, when I auditioned for the role, I wasn't sure if Jefferson was gonna be the bad guy in this. So, you know, you just kind of came in and we would do our voiceover sessions, and he was just a cool teacher. So it was kind of neat to find out about this twist. I mean, I'd kind of heard that might happen, but I didn't know for sure if it would. So it was really, really fun to play with that.
So we are really proud and happy to have Anna and Ashley for Max and Chloe. All the voice talents we've worked with were really involved. They've given something unique to those characters, and that's why it has worked also. It's because there is a part of their soul inside their character.
For Hannah, for Max, one of the hardest parts is that there is so many lines of inner voices. So it was really important for Hannah to give something great for those, and I think it was quite the case. And for Ashley, one of the really hard part is that there is and for Hannah too, there is a lot of really emotional scenes.
I really wanted to sell the moments, and I was putting, you know, pressure on myself to make you know, certain moments, like with Rachel, lots of the moments that happen in episode 4, I really wanted them to feel real.
And I'm constantly on this roller coaster, so I had to figure out how to harness those feelings so that I could use them to illustrate what Max is going through.
I remember during the voice recording session, for example, for the scene where they are discovering Rachel's body, it was really hard, even just for myself, to listen to the scene, and they told me after that they were, both of them were really crying when they were recording the scene.
Обе актрисы плакали на этой сцене, да, во время записи.
We take a lot of time to discuss about how and to think about the editing and the framing, the layout of each scene.
The endings of each episode. That was something really important, of course, because it's an episodic game, so the ending is crucial if we want, of course, the player to enjoy the episode and to want to come back for the next episode. So I think we looked a lot at also what can be done in TV series, because with the episodic format we were kind of the same way. At the end of an episode, you want either to bring back some element of the story, or in order to hook the player, or you can use a cliffhanger. And I think that we did both of that, depending on the episode. And right now this is the ending for episode 2.
Yeah, the episode 1 and episode 2 endings are not the same, but it's the idea behind was really to show all the characters of the games, all the main characters, and showing that there is maybe something more going on.
Yeah.
And in episode 1, for example, we even show some characters you haven't met already in episode 1, Joyce and Frank. And you will find them back here at the end of episode 2 in small scenes. And we really wanted those in episode 1 and 2, those ends to be like a wide description of all the characters and all what's going on, and also showing other aspects of each character. For example, seeing David on the with his head on the shoulder of Joyce, seeing Victoria and Nathan in Victoria's room, seeing the principal and Jefferson arguing. This is kind of small hints that maybe will push the player to want to see more.
Because this is basically the only moments where we are seeing those characters when Max is not seeing them.
Exactly.
And so we can just bring a bit more. We are not telling too much. We are just bringing a bit more on those characters, a bit of sort of mystery. And this goes with the idea that everybody might be hiding something or might be a bit different, right? Like Victoria here we can see her crying when clearly this was not the way her character would behave before. And having Nathan going into her room, we don't know what's happening between the two of them, but it's still bringing a bit of mystery and interest for the characters, for the player. When we worked on the cliffhangers for episodes 3 and 4, of course our goal was still to
Боже, как они слово «сри» произносят.
Really trying to go on with what was important for the story and not just having the shock factor.
Maybe just want to thank you for all the gifts, all the support we have from you.
Yes.
And thank you very much to
И
be
да, они нас благодарят,
so active
спасибо.
and so passionate about the game, and we're really happy to
Все молодцы.
see that those characters and this story and those themes means something also for you. Yeah, this is why we are doing games. So yeah, we're really happy. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. We really think that we have you are one of the best community we've seen for games.
I'm going to cry, Michel.
Yeah, and this community is really nice. I didn't see a lot of bad words. You know, sometimes in video games community can go easily wrong, and it was really it's really pleasant to read and to read everything that the Life is Strange community has to say.
Да, и они сказали, подпишитесь на канал, ставьте лайки, подписки. Проявите уважение к капитану, подпишитесь. И спокойной ночи. Вот что они сказали. Шутка. Но я сделал вид, что это была не шутка. Мы встретились в маршрутке. Все. Спасибо вам, что вы следили за этим баганутым стримом, как обычно. Надеюсь, было весело, забавно, трогательно, интересно, познавательно. Вот. Before the Storm мы, конечно же, пройдем, но не в ближайшее время. Потому что сейчас нам надо пройти Heavy Rain, Нэнси и начать марафон по Резиденту. Вот, так что спасибо вам. Ой, сейчас чихну. Я же сказал. Фу. Под номером 1 едем и молчим. Аж голова заболела. Все, всем спасибо. Всем окоп, да, всем окоп. Через А.